Welcome back, people. It is episode 16 of season 6 of the Taxi Squad podcast. The boys are back together again.
We're in my home.
Cheers, Vincent.
We're in my home.
Good to see you again.
I missed you, Daddy.
Back again in the Midwest. It is a beautiful, beautiful day. We are back together. We got strange and unusual topics that are reoccurring once again that are involved with the NFL and strangely sexual. We have more NFL strange and unusuals and not from driving a car at Georgia, but this time Miami. We have NBA playoff talk, some MLB talk. Happy Jackie Robinson Day. Woo. We have an NHL guest feature this week. We also have some golf talk to get into. And it's finally here, the NFL mock draft. It's the Taxi Squad podcast.
Come on, everybody, celebrate. The Taxi Squad is here today. So lose the blues, kick back and relax for now. They talk about sports and stupid stuff. They're probably wrong and it might get rough. So welcome back, it's the Taxi Squad, yeah.
Okay.
Wicked smart.
Who's that guy who sings the fucking song?
Who's that guy?
Who's the guy?
It's me with a little help from our friend Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson's a great guy,
Yes,
by the way. Allen
yes.
Iverson also questioned practice. And if you don't get that reference.
We talking practice?
Talking practice, Vince? I've been practicing all week for this day.
Have you? You've been missing the pod, dude?
Dude, missing the pod. I was in Motown. Got a little Motown all up.
Yeah.
Went to Comerica Park for the first time. That was interesting.
Detroit.
Little Detroit action.
Stand up.
The Tigers beat the Royals 2-1. In other news, Bobby Witt
Everybody
Jr.
was wondering what happened with that.
Oh, of course. Bobby Witt Jr. may be the best athlete in baseball, by the way.
I think it probably is now.
It's insane to watch that man play
What
live,
is it's
so
him or
I-
like Ellie De La Cruz?
Probably.
Or Shohei, obviously, but he's a different kind of guy.
He's the best shortstop in the game.
Yeah.
There's no... He is fun to watch live, regardless of what he's doing.
Yeah.
So
I'm just afraid he's going to get to Mike Trout.
he might get the Mike Trout.
Being on the Royals. Like,
Could get the Mike Trout, which
Yeah.
we'll talk a little bit about Mike Trout here in a minute, man. But I'm happy to be back in the Midwest. You know, trying to impede the burnout this week, if you know what I mean. It's been a long one. Been all over.
we're only
Been
halfway there, buddy.
Many miles.
Yeah.
But I am here and I'm ready to rock. Ready to rock, dude. How about you? Did you see Teddy Swims covered that at Coachella?
No.
It was fantastic.
Interesting.
He brought her out.
It's Branch, right?
That is Michelle Branch.
Yeah.
Michelle Branch, early 2000s queen.
Would. Still
gonna
probably
lie.
would, respectfully.
Totally would.
Dude, I'm doing great.
That's good.
A lot happened. We got to watch golf over the weekend. Nice nap times. Had a family day over the weekend.
Love fan days.
Recharged. Ripped it. Turbo. A lot of
Rip it.
music for me this weekend, but my first love is still sports, you know.
Absolutely.
And that's what we got to talk about today. Now, we are, again, in Chicago, Illinois.
In the Chicago, Little Water.
Live from Little Water, Peyton, little Alexi Ramirez, who played as recently as the World Baseball Classic. Don't you dare forget.
Don't you dare forget it.
I saw this on X.com, the everything app, a.k.a. Twitter. And it was comparing major cities and their best players.
Oh.
And which city has the best singular player in each sport.
Okay.
And
Modern era or
right
all
now,
time?
currently
Oh,
right
all
now.
time. Got
Currently
it.
right now. Not all time. Currently right now.
Okay.
And you'd probably have to argue Los Angeles. Because New York, it was like football, their best players probably Jackson Dart. Most
Okay.
notorious.
Okay.
But then you got like Judge, you got Juan Soto, you got Jalen Brunson. Hockey, you know, that's what we're bringing other Vince on for that.
yeah.
Chicago, it's tough. Like you got Caleb, you got
Not-
PCA,
Too young yet.
you got whoever's on the White Sox on the
Bedard.
given day. Bedard, it doesn't work. Josh
Right.
Giddey.
Come on, right. It doesn't work.
But then you look at Los Angeles and you're like, well, Stafford,
Yes.
Mike Trout,
Yes.
Shohei Ohtani,
Yes.
LeBron James, or Luka Doncic, Kawhi Leonard.
When healthy.
Yeah, but still, Kawhi Leonard.
Lot of quotation marks there.
Still, though,
Well,
it's Los Angeles. That's the answer.
Is it like the greatest players per capita or like the greatest player?
No, it's like which city has, in
The
combination, the best player on each team who is like the premier.
Then OKC wins every time.
Well, no, because you only have one team.
That's exactly my point.
Yeah, but okay, so weighted as the best player, you get 10 points, right? You at least get extra points based on having more teams. Because they put Boston in there, and I'm like, that doesn't count.
Yeah,
Boston's a major city, but it's a minor major city. Because it's also like you don't have multiple baseball teams.
Who's on the Celtics that's great?
Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, both are MVP considered.
Yes, okay. Let me rephrase it. Who's on the Red Sox that's that great?
I think they put like Jalen Duran on there.
See, it doesn't work.
It's not Shohei Ohtani. It's
Drake
not Mike
May
Trout.
is considered to be one of the best in the game right now.
He is. I mean, he's second in MVP. I know.
Yeah, I get
know
it,
we want to
but-
hate, but
It just doesn't. I don't know if you can crown it. That like the guys in LA. To your point, I'm going to agree with this.
can't give it to
Go
Miami. It's got to be LA. That was what I landed
mean, you
on.
might be able to give it to Florida because
If- as-
the Lightning have
as
one
the
of the best
full-
forwards
as the
in
full-
the game. Don't know the name.
As the full state, but then you're like, okay, well, if you're going all of Florida, you get to do all of California.
Does college football count?
No.
Oh.
But if you do all of Florida, you can do all of California. And then it's like, all right, now you get
California's a massive.
now you get like
state.
Steph Curry, you get anybody on the Niners, you get like that's
I mean, you could look at Georgia, Atlanta, major market.
Atlanta best football player Bijan,
Yeah,
Atlanta best basketball player
Drake
Jalen Johnson.
London. You could look at that.
Right, but Drake London or future Hall of Famer and MVP Matt Stafford.
True, but Matt Stafford started in Detroit, so it's kind of a catch-22.
Not, but right now.
Right here, right now.
Right
and,
now.
And then LeBron James and then Shohei.
And
I mean,
Luka Don, because he's probably a better player than LeBron
well,
is.
yeah, right now
He's
he is.
played the whole year except for when he got injured. Luka Doncic is not an injury risk.
Matthew Stafford may just be a completely different entity. I don't know if he's real. Because
He
he's
might-
damn near
yeah,
40.
I know.
He won, basically, yeah, he won the MVP.
He's Tom Bradying up a bit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Or he's gonna take an Aaron Rodgers. But
Did
who
you hear
knows?
Tom Brady tried to return, but couldn't do it? He was trying to get the paperwork to return at 48 years old,
Okay.
and they said it's too much of a conflict
No,
of interest. They said
no, he didn't. That's like
no. Google it.
no. You can googly lay anything.
Dude, he filed the paperwork.
I'm
with the
telling
NFL
you
to try and get
right
it
now,
passed.
what that was, yeah, we offered Bryce Harper, but he just, we couldn't get him. He was
The
our
White Sox
second
never claimed
choice.
to offer Bryce Harper.
It's
Thank
just,
you,
I'm
Jerry.
just saying, like, that's what the argument. I mean, he knew it was going to be a conflict of interest. He just wants to drum it up. He's got his media, Tommy Media.
Tommy Media? Who's Tommy Media?
It's Tommy's media. It's all the media that Tommy's doing.
Okay,
You know?
yeah, Tom's got some media out there.
But you know who Tom Brady played with, Mike?
Are we going to talk? Yeah, let's talk about it again. I love it.
He
Sexually.
played with Mr. Mike Vrabel, and Mike Vrabel, now the coach of the New England Patriots, also Tom Brady's alma mater, still in the news. New news dropped yesterday, I think. Diana Rossini is stepping down of The Athletic
Yes.
because of the whole thing. She cited in her statement that it was, she was getting attacked and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah.
None of it's true. This isn't an admission of guilt.
It's not real.
But she doesn't want to prolong the situation, yada, 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 which,
Seinfeld.
it does ring some bells, and you're like, maybe something happened. She was supposedly going on a girls' hiking trip, and Vrabel just ended up being in the place, so let's get a private balcony where we can hold hands together and all that. Time usually lets things go away. Time seems to have marinated this into a beautifully juicy chicken breast right now, and it's not.
It's turning into red meat because that's the juiciest. This is turning into a fillet,
Yeah,
folks.
we slow cook this brisket for sure.
So, Vince was downplaying it last week or the prior week.
I'm still not saying it happened.
he
I'm
was
just saying.
downplaying. He's like, Mike, you can't allegedly. And allegedly,
Okay.
there wasn't any.
One, don't
front
even
stu-
sound like that. Number
fronts
two,
touching.
Number two, I'm just saying, like, you don't know what you don't know. I heard a good argument too that it's like, if somebody sent out a photographer to get all this information, and they go out there and the best thing they got was them sitting next to each other at a pool and then interlocking fingers, then it could have been worse. That's the
Also,
argument.
When you hold somebody that long in a hug,
Yeah, they
Just
really
not-
care for each other. I'm
Yeah.
still not saying that it happened, but it's a little
Yeah.
juicier. It's a little juicier.
Okay. I questioned last week. Where there is smoke, there is usually fire.
Yeah.
And why aren't there significant others there? If she's on a so-called girls hiking
They were
trip,
hiking.
why is just
Where are the
Mike
girls?
Vrabel there and none of his staff there or other coaches there?
Oh, he brought his staff. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
He brought a staff of some sort,
Ayo.
Gandalf-esque.
Hey, Lord of the Rings ref, let's go.
So, I don't believe that you were just there platonically, Mike, to hang out with your friend Diana.
Yeah.
A.K.A. Dirty Diana. Shout out Michael Jackson.
I was going to say, that's your claimage, not mine.
Dirty Diana.
It's all alleged. It's still alleged.
Okay. Allegedly, they were there platonically as friends, and
Yep.
Mike just likes to hang with the ladies on the hiking trip
Sure.
while he's, chilling after the week of
Vince
the
likes doing
coaches'
that.
conference at the Biltmore. I'm not buying it. I'm just not. So, moving forward, Vrabel's going to be in a world of hurt. He keeps just saying, I've said all I needed to say about it. They're going to continue to just sweep under the rug.
Mm-hmm.
But what Dirty Diana doesn't understand is that now this investigation, regardless of her resigning or not resigning, is still going to be a full-fledged investigation into the ethical conflicts of interest that this trip was and the pictures that have done this. Now, I still speculate if this was one of their significant others who brought this to a private investigator and they wanted to publicly out them because they knew things were going on behind the counter. No pun intended. Now, when we look at this from a 10,000-foot lens, it smells like there is somebody in the pocket. Okay? So, Vince, to my point, I think one of these people's significant others decided that, you know what, these people are probably banging.
And they sent a private investigator?
Yeah, because they wanted to publicly out them.
I think that's what it is, too.
Because the wife isn't there, her husband isn't there.
You know who I feel
This is
bad
a
for this
problem.
wole situation?
What?
The kids. That
Kids.
sucks.
The kids. You feel for the kids.
Yeah, and also it's like there's a lot of people talking about like the guy and girl thing. You know, obviously it's like, oh, he deserves the same fate as she gets and all that stuff. And not to sound like a hyper mask man, obviously, but
Dude, flex on it.
but these are two different scenarios, kids. This is a coach of a football team that there isn't really a conflict of interest in the same way that there is when you're a reporter reporting on the team. And if you have a connection with the coach, you get more information. Mm-hmm. Or you say A.J. Brown's going to the Patriots, and why is that happening? Maybe you're not going to hear that anymore from her. Like, he's not going to get fired for clowning around with a reporter in the same inverse capacity as she doing that with a coach. It's not really a guy-girl thing versus what are your actual jobs. He's not going to get fired for coaching the Patriots if he's good at it, even if he cheats on his wife with a reporter, allegedly. That's what it is.
The weaving of the hands.
So it's
gave
not
away.
like a sexist thing. It's she's a reporter, and that's a conflict of interest. He's not a reporter, and he's coaching a team. So that's what it is.
She's also-
if she was the coach of the Patriots and she was good at it, and he was a reporter, he'd get fired and she wouldn't.
That's probably fair.
That's 100% true. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter what's going on that.
That's
It's just
true.
is what it is.
She wasn't necessarily fired. She was probably told.
Well,
to
right,
step
but it was more just like, what's going to happen? What's the best view of this? How is this all going to work out? And then, alas, we're here.
Why are all these Patriots coaches so horny?
I don't know. It's that Michigan to Patriots thing, I think.
I don't know. I mean, Vrabel didn't play for Michigan, but it just
What, like Bill Belichick getting a young Jordan,
young Jordan, and she was kind of starting to,
and
Get in the
then
mix.
Robert Kraft's going to get the rub and tees.
get the handies. Yeah, getting some handies.
Other than that, though, they cheated a lot, but they weren't like.
I just don't understand why they're so horny. That's just my question.
What
Why
do you
are-
mean? Have you lived?
Robert Kraft, horny guy, owner
Yeah.
of the team. Bill
I don't know.
Belichick, just a Viagra
Rich guys that
king.
can get whatever they want are probably going to be horny all the time.
Yeah, you got a
That's
point.
kind of how it feels. It's like
Vrabel-
it's like Nick Cannon, you know.
Vrabel dipping the pen in the ink, man. Who would have thought?
Not the
that?
company,
It's close to the company.
not the company Inc.
Well, speaking of ink and speaking of recklessness,
Yeah,
a Georgia or a non-Georgia football player is in the news.
yeah, definitely not a Georgia.
which is impressive.
It's rare. It's rare.
Which is
yeah.
impressive if we're talking about driving fast and potentially hurting people. Because Ruben Bain's in the news. One of the top NFL prospects in this year's draft, shout out to the draft talk that we're about to have in this podcast, was outed for a report of him recklessly driving in an auto accident in 2024 where a passenger died who was involved in the crash.
She sustained injuries. She died later, not at the crash.
But she died from the crash.
He was cited for careless driving about 4 a.m. local time, March 17, 2024. All this is coming out right now. Obviously, coming up to the draft, that's going to be more of a topic. My question is, like, why the hell didn't anybody hear about this until now? Like, why is it going on right now?
Sounds like a rug sweep.
It feels like a little bit, and, like, obviously, so what happened after that is, like, the family of the girl was like, you know, I hope he continues his career, and I hope everything works. I don't know if there was money involved in the, you know, take a life and all that stuff, but they didn't decide to press charges in that way. So something probably happened, but also in the same way, they're probably just like, hey, this happened and it's sad and we're going to move on with it, whatever it may be. But my entire thing is like, why didn't anything come out until a week before the draft?
Why didn't the family press charges?
I think they were just more like, hey, I don't want to ruin this sophomore in college's life, and this shit happens, and it is what it is. But there's no reason for it. It's just all assumption.
Do we think a booster at Miami paid this family off in order
There
to
could be.
give
You're
Ruben
the
Bain
conspiracy guy. I look
you look at the rabbit hole.
I know. That's what your job is on this podcast.
I am a rabbit hole guy.
My job is to just look at it and be like, I'm just going to see it for what I see it as, and then we're just going to move on.
Why is a family whose daughter, who was 22 years old, who unfortunately passed away from her injuries in a car accident, not going to press charges when clearly they were...
Well, some people, when things like this happen, it's like they don't want to have to go through the long, drawn-out legal proceeding. Again, maybe money traded hands, and they're like, hey, we want to mourn the loss of her and then move on with our lives.
Yep, logical thinking. There's rabbit hole thinking.
Yeah.
You go down a rabbit hole. And
you do.
Some people who listen to
my
this
rabbit
podcast,
hole is going on
too.
Wikipedia and like reading about like George Washington's like childhood home. Your rabbit hole is like Ruben Bain as part of like a collection of people that kill people in cars, and that's what he does.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
He's part of the Transformers
that's George's
universe.
football team.
Yeah,
that's
right.
George's football team.
I think another one happened like 2 weeks ago.
To get recruited at Georgia, you get a bottle of vodka and an SRT 8 Challenger,
right.
and you say, go have a party.
Like, here's a V8. Test it after you drink all this.
Here's a supercharged V8 from Dodge, buddy. You go drink this fifth of vodka and have a fun time.
Yep.
But I do believe that there was a booster somewhere who maybe made this a little bit easier on the family.
Yeah.
Not going to
Could
say
be,
it.
but I don't know. Who knows?
That may have occurred. But you hope Ruben Bain, this doesn't affect his draft
No, I mean,
stock.
it probably will. But also all the reports were like, reporters already knew about it and teams already knew about it. It's just the public didn't.
Deeper rabbit hole. Do you think teams release this sort of information on the low in order to get a player they want to fall to them in the draft? So, for example, I'm the Bears. I'm at 25. I want Ruben Bain.
Oh, my God. That's the entire argument.
End.
Yeah, that's the entire argument. Yeah. That's it.
Am I going to, like, hint at ESPN or some other source of news in the sporting world and say, hey, this happened.
Well, also, famously, I know what you're saying, but famously, the Bears they don't draft
the
people.
most ethical franchise.
They don't draft people with character
NFL
issues,
history.
and we saw that with Jalen Carter. But in the same vein, it's like, yeah.
Well,
I think that is what happened, but also, like, if they already knew about it, reports already knew about it, it's just like, it is what it is.
Understanding that. It's fun to speculate.
This was 2 years ago. I want to make that clear. This was
why are we hearing about it right now?
Over 2 years ago.
A week before the draft
It's
happens.
because of this. And then also Laramie Tunsil still got drafted even though he did the gas mask thing, and it was
That's very innocent.
Not at the time. Do you remember what happened at that time?
Oh, they were like, he's
oh
the
my
devil
God,
smoking
he does drugs and marijuana.
He does the marijuanas.
And
You're in Michigan, you see 50 billboards for it.
Anybody
It's
under 40
impressive.
was like, who gives a shit?
Pretty much.
Who cares?
Yeah, well, he old Texas. And now what? Now he's on the Commanders?
I think so, yeah. He's a pretty good NFL player. So,
Pretty good
alas,
NFL player.
looks like weed doesn't ruin your draft stock that bad.
Right, but crashing cars and
They're all allowed
potentially killing people because of it.
One time mistake 2 years ago.
One time vehicular manslaughter.
I understand. I'm just saying. One time 2 years ago might be a different man now. All that stuff.
You praised a different man.
Call what it
pray
is.
that boosters.
But also, it's
still
4
juice.
a.m. and he was probably making stupid decisions, and he was 19. So who knows, man? But it is crazy that it just came out, and you can tell that there's something to it. But I just think it's weird that nobody knew about it until this week. I don't think it's weird. It makes a lot of sense, but it's just like, this is stupid. And alas, we're here.
Something more nefarious is at stake. Well, Vince, there's our strange and unusual topics.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a strange and unusual topic and you like to call that in and talk to us, 312-725-2107.
Yeah, and we got one, dude.
No way.
Yes, we do. Let's
It's been some time.
put it on. We have two of them, actually. We're just going to play it right now. Here we go.
Hey, young blood, it's old Pimp Charles. Just wanted to wish y'all a happy Jackie Robinson Day. And I hope you guys have a great day. Hope you guys break barriers in everything you do. All right. I also wanted to say I've been poking you on Facebook recently, and you guys haven't been poking back. So what's up with that, man? Come on. It's me. I'm old Pimp Charles. I'm a black man. Happy Jackie Robinson Day. All right. Goodbye now. Stay blessed.
The Stay Blessed guy.
Stay blessed.
Stay blessed. Well, we thank you, Charles, and happy Jackie Robinson Day to you as well.
Jackie Robinson Day to you as well.
Cheers to number 42.
Yes,
Day.
we have a follow-up, too.
We have a follow-up.
Oh, hey, what's up? It's your pal Dimitri. I'm calling into the Sexy Squad podcast, right? Yeah. So I was just wanting to, tell you about my NBA play-in experience, right? It was so sexual. It was so good. I loved it. So anyway, I was watching last night, right? Portland Trailblazers, right? They were down by, I believe, maybe 13, maybe 12 points. And I placed a small wager, right? Nothing crazy. For them to come back and win, right? And guess what? They fucking did. They fucking won the game, right? Crazy. So now I think they play the 7th seed, I believe. So pretty crazy shit, right? Probably going to get bounced, right? I don't know. So I think they'll be playing, I believe, Victor Wembanyama. I'm not sure. Nobody really knows anyway. It's the NBA playing game. Nobody really cares. NBA's dead, right? Adam Silver, I'm going to take you to Button Land. All right,
Okay.
Bye. It's Dimitri. Stay sexy.
All right, Dimitri. we like you, Dimitri.
Congratulations on your bet, Dimitri.
Dimitri, congrats.
Yeah, the NBA is not dead. It's actually alive now. It's been dead all year, and it's alive now.
It's
but
always alive in the playoffs, and then we care again.
Yep.
I don't care at all during the regular season, Dimitri, for the record.
yes,
I do not.
like everybody else. But call in, air it out.
Air it out.
Bring us your favorite take, my guy. We're gonna get into NBA, but we're gonna go into the MLB first because we have a fun White Sox announcement. Noah Schultz gets called up. He is the number one prospect. We also got Steve Antonacci.
Sammy
Antonacci.
Antonacci. We just saw his first base hit. We got the game on in the
And
background.
then he got thrown out stealing.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
shame,
fine,
but
the
it's
first
fun.
base hit, first at bat, you love to see
And
it.
Reese McGuire, the tugger in the parking lot. This guy.
The tugger in a parking lot may strike out. But
Yeah.
Sam Antonacci, Noah Schultz get brought up this week after 14 games in AAA. Noah Schultz was rocking after his 3 starts, giving up no runs and having multiple strikeout games. So it was nice to see. His first fare at MLB pitching did not go well.
Get shelled up a bit. You're fine.
He got a little shelled up. 4 innings, 3 earned runs. And just not looking so hot. But he had 4 Ks, so in each inning he did have a K, and he also had a walk in each inning. So he has some things to clean up, no doubt. Nerves could have been there, but an Oswego kid, which you love to see.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Has been in the White Sox system for, decade plus. So you love to see homegrown talent make it to the next level, and he looks like the next version of Randy Johnson.
You know
So
how
if that could be the case.
that's a hell of a. He looks like. We're not
Yes,
saying that he is, but
physically looks like
I
Randy.
I like it. Is a shame. It's kind of a state of the union as to how the team is right now, but like my favorite things to watch are like the videos of guys getting called up. And they're averaging like one per week right now. I think they've fielded like 35 different people already. And you play 9 guys on the field plus pitchers, and they've fielded 35 different guys so far this season, which is fine because they're not good. But like, you know, at the end of the day, it's you watch it and like I'm gonna call my dad and tell him I get called up, and he called him. He's like, "Hey, you doing anything this week?" He's like, "No." It's like, oh, all right. He's like, I think you got something to do now. He's like, really? Yeah, I'm pitching on Tuesday. Oh, I'm so excited. I love watching you play. Yeah, it's the greatest thing ever.
It's the dream.
But outside of those two, the White Sox are a funny little thing right now. So one, we got Acuna. Acuna's up to bat right now. Actually, it made me think about it. He has hit 83% of his hits so far this season inside the infield. He does not know how to drive the ball at all.
Switch hitter.
Fastest,
Most notably a switch hitter.
Not even
Chris
kind
Getz.
of a switch hitter. Chris Getz just thought he was for some reason.
The most White Sox shit of all time.
But the year started with bad pitching and good hitting for the White Sox. And then in the last 9 games before yesterday, the White Sox pitching has a 1.27 ERA, best in baseball, not .93 WHIP, 33 strikeouts, 12 walks, total of 35 innings pitched. They're 3-6 in that stretch because they have no offense. None of this is a surprise for anybody, but it is good. Like I said, and I will continue to say all year, they're not going to be good, but they'll be
fun. And
thank you.
Hitting is fun. Okay, here's a better question. Would you rather have a bunch of fun hitting or great pitching?
The former, but what's more important?
Both.
They're both important, but I'd rather have good pitchers.
Sure, but you know what's a fun baseball game? You know, 6-7. Hey,
yo.
Hey, 6-7.
You old fuck. You old
piece
fuck.
of shit.
You're just too old, Mike.
You little POS. So you got a more fun game to watch is, you know, a lot of hitting.
You'll never guess what happened to Acuna in the infield.
Acuna in the infield, ground out. Go figure.
Move on.
The White Sox start the season scoring a fair amount of runs, and you know the past 3 weeks feels like or the past 2 weeks feels like you can't buy one.
Yep.
So this is not really good. But are we that crazy? I mean, 10% of the season at this stage of the game, because we're done with 16 games out of 162. So if you really break it down, 10% of the season has been completed. Is the game in is series 1? I mean, well, let's face it.
Slowly it starts to matter.
Yeah,
slowly it starts to matter. It's like you think about the Celtics. I heard this today. It's like they lost their first 3, and it's like, oh, they're going to be bad. And everybody thought they were going to be bad. And now they're second in the East. So,
which
it is what it is.
Right now, the AL Central is kind of a toss-up. Because if you break down the AL Central as a whole, the Twins are leading the entire division.
Not for long.
I'm just saying, the Twins are leading the AL Central right now. The Guardians always compete.
You got to imagine LT Grays are going to be the best team in the division by the end of the year.
The Tigers saw them last night. They look to be a pretty decent squad. Javi Baez is still swinging at garbage.
But he's been hitting the ball hard the whole beginning of the year. So it's like, what are you looking at? What do you measure? And also, once it starts getting warmer and you start getting into the summer months, you know all that changes. It's the Jose Abreu of it all. So
correct.
That's what we're looking at. But right now, just to give you guys an update on the league, Twins in the top of the AL Central. American League East is topped right now by the Rays, but the Yankees get a win. They're 3-7 in their last 10. They haven't started off hot. Pete Alonso added to the Orioles. They're 6-4 in their last 10, so they're having a fun time right now, but they're getting a little bit better. The Red Sox, who have been a shame, are 5-5 in their last 10. Now they're back to 7-11. American League West, everybody thought this was going to happen. The Athletics are at the top of the division for some goddamn reason. And then guess who's not playing for the Angels, Mike? Anthony Rendon.
Yeah, I was about to say,
is he ever going to play baseball ever again?
Rendon will never play baseball ever again. Book it. The Yankees, by the way, win 1 after dropping 3. In that game in which they won, okay, now taking 2 in a row from the Angels, the game in which they won on Tuesday night was a banger because Trout and Judge went, 2 homers each.
Yep.
So they both accounted for majority of offense for that game, which was a lot of fun.
You found the bat again.
Yeah. Well, it's considering 2 Hall of Famers. It's like 2 guys just going tit for tat.
I don't know. Is Judge a Hall of Famer?
Judge is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, he's a Yankee.
It would be funny if he was Mr.
Right
it would be funny if he was Mr. Pinstripes, captain of the team, and he doesn't even make it in the Hall of Fame.
It would be next.
How
level.
the Yankees have fallen. To go to the NL East, Braves on top. Marlins starting off hot this year, but they cooled down a bit. The Mets, you got to assume they're going to play better at the end of the year here, but they're 7-11. Reds at the top of the NL Central, and Cubs fans.
How you feeling, Cub fans?
It hasn't been nice to start the year.
Are you going to panic?
I wouldn't, but pitching's gotten
Play a victim?
Pitching's gotten rocked. That's for sure. You're a bigger Cubs hater than I am, for sure. But but at the end of the day, it's like
that's right, Vince. You live fucking 2 blocks away.
I have a little bit of sympathy for them, and they have a fun makeup of the team. You got to imagine they're going to be better, but them losing another starter for the entire year is just such a freaking thorn in the back. And then finally, NL West. Do we even need to talk about it? Because the Dodgers are just going to win the World Series again.
Yeah, it's kind of like a book it moment, but there could be a dark horse team. I mean, it's very difficult to repeat 3 times in a row.
The dark horse team is the rest of the league. That's out. Oh, Lordy. Yikes.
And the White Sox are losing.
Caminero, good at home runs.
But to Vince's point, it could be another season where the AL team, I think this year, is a toss-up. I don't think you can say the Yankees are going to be back in that position to win the East this year.
The Red Sox were going to be good.
The Red Sox could still be good. Once again, it's still very early. I don't think the Blue Jays are going to be a team that are going to strike fear in the hearts of many, depending in looking the way it is right now. Once again, 10% of the season down. There's a lot of baseball left to play. A lot of fun new topics that come up with the baseballs, which we have an entire summer to speak of.
Big facts.
Happy I could knock off another ballpark, right? I think I've hit the double-digit mark of 10.
Let's do a count in real time.
Count in real time.
Okay, we both been to the Sox. We both been to Cubs.
2.
We both been to Fenway.
3.
You been to Angels. That's 4.
4.
You've been
Yankee
to
Stadium.
Yankees. That's 5. You been to Camden?
Never been to Camden.
Okay.
You've been to Camden.
I have.
So we're at 5.
You're at 5. What else? Milwaukee.
Twins. Been to Minnesota.
Minnesota. Target.
Been to Comerica.
So that's 7. Florida. Texas.
So it's 8. No, I've only been 8. Okay.
Dodger.
Not been to Dodger. Need to go to Dodger.
Oh, Arizona.
Oh, Arizona.
Yeah,
there's
duh. Duh. That counts for both of us. Yeah, we got to get those numbers up. Those are child's play,
Those
dude.
are rookie numbers.
Those are child's play.
Rookie numbers in this racket. Got to get those numbers up.
But the MLB's going on. We'll be talking about it all summer. So book it.
Book it.
But you want to know what's actually going on right now, Mike?
What's going on, Vince?
The W, or not the W, but WNBA is.
No, let's talk about the WNBA.
Let's start with that. The draft just happened.
It was the WNBA draft on Monday night, and we fucking missed it. I'm really sad about it. And I don't know how I'm going to get through this podcast unless we talk about this right now.
A couple of things. The WNBA draft happened, Mike.
It was amazing.
Did you see who went first?
No clue.
Paige Becker's girlfriend, drafted by the same team as Paige Becker's.
Oh, man, that's going to be one
weird, right?
Clam bake.
That's it's such a.
That's going to just.
That's something that we haven't encountered in the NBA, because either guys
South of the
aren't
border.
dating dudes or they don't tell us.
Down to Mexico way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, so
Sopranos reference, by the way.
Paige Becker's girlfriend signed or drafted by the same team that she got drafted to.
Is that a conflict of interest?
It feels like it a little bit. I don't know.
This is like the only sport, not like openly where this happens.
That's what I was saying. Like you wouldn't really know outside of.
You wouldn't know in male-driven sports, but
Yeah.
in female-driven sports, it's like this is
But
her
also,
girlfriend,
yeah.
and they're going to get married. What if they get into a fight before a game? Are they going to be able to play
is like you're in a locker room and shit, and also like, can you imagine working with your girlfriend and then like having to do that?
I couldn't work with my wife. No shot. I love her to pieces, but I mean, there's a lot of things there. You know, I don't get it.
It's in that capacity too. It's just crazy. And now the first overall pick, because they've adjusted their salary cap, she's getting paid like 7 times the amount that Paige Becker's getting paid now.
They deserve that. They deserve it, Vince. Did you
an
hear about the poor
argument.
Angel Reese getting shipped off to Atlanta with Brittany Griner? She's going to get flipped next. Maybe they start dating because Brittany Griner's a dad.
Yeah, Angel Reese got sent there, and people were like, "Oh, this is a new dynasty. I'm like, Again,
Of
I'm not a
dynasty
hater
of what? Her
I'm
getting
not
her
a
own
hater
rebounds?
of it. I'm not a hater of it, but it's more just like they were comparing it to like Scotty and Jordan and Steph
Don't
and
do
Clay.
that.
And they're like, it's
don't,
a whole different
Don't you
thing.
dare do that.
But the big thing is
Blasphemy.
that a lot of people are getting signed to millions of contracts, six figures, seven figure contracts
I
now.
don't get it. It's just, at what point does the WNBA go belly up, or will it continue to be subsidized by the NBA?
It's like follow the money and watch where it goes, right?
What if the NBA decides at some point they're like, you know what, we're done funding you? Are they going to be able to get these lucrative contracts?
That's the
The
thing.
answer is no.
At some point, it's got to stand on its own 2 feet, and we'll see how it goes. But
I just want to see the first trans athlete to try and join the WNBA.
that'll be a day, and that'll be a conversation.
It's going to be, and I bet you that day is coming sooner than we all believe it to be, because in my opinion, it's going to be pretty soon. And then before you know it, you got a dude out here dropping 97 a game.
Yep.
And he's getting paid, $1 something. So it's the WNBA. What more can
It
we
is.
say? Hey, you got what you want. Don't fucking complain ever again.
But the play-in tournament's going on right now, Mike.
Love the play-in tournament, Vince. It's so special and means so much
It is.
to the larger outcome of the NBA playoffs. So let's talk about it.
No, and we've been talking we've been talking about it with a couple people, and I have too, and it's like, it's fun to watch, but we are veterans of said tournament. We are veterans.
COVID. COVID
It's-
sparked all this shit.
Is that when it started? I don't even
COVID sparked all this shit because they were like,
Oh my God. Okay, yes it did then. Yeah, that makes sense. But even so, it's like we are veterans of the play-in tournament because the Bulls have been in the play-in tournament for every single year since its beginning.
COVID.
Since
Since
its
COVID.
beginning. I think so. It's the Hawks,
2020.
the Hawks, the Heat, and the Bulls. And this year, the Heat are the only team that's made it in that trifecta because the Hawks were so good at the end of the year after they got rid of Trae Young that they're just in the playoffs.
Maybe
And
Trae
the
Young was
Bulls
just
were
a
like,
cancer.
hey, it could be. But Jalen Johnson also was able to shine. And then the Bulls were like, hey, we're not good and we're finally going to tank. And they started it late, but goddamn it, I'm happy that they did. But I say all this to say, Trailblazers and Suns played the other day. And as our friend Dimitri called in and said, he bet on the Trailblazers. They come back and they win that game. And there were domino effects, Mike.
Okay. And what were those domino effects, Vince?
So the Trailblazers and the Bulls did a trade years back. They traded for a pick that was lottery protected, meaning that the Bulls weren't going to get the pick until the Trailblazers were outside of the lottery. Officially, the Trailblazers are outside of the lottery.
So we get a
So
lottery
the
pick?
Bulls get the 15th pick in the draft now.
So we have 2 first-round picks now.
2 first-round picks. Last time they did it, they drafted Chandler Hutchinson. So you hope that they do something better than that.
Hey, Patrick Williams. Can't forget that.
Yeah, that was a lottery pick, and that was a top 5 pick. But tab 2, new regime, new GM, new head coach. Maybe not. Who knows?
No, not a new head coach.
Who knows?
Michael Reinsdorf has come out and said for the Bulls that Billy Donovan will be the head coach of this team, and regardless of GM, that will be the case.
And we love the Reinsdorfs on the show.
Well, no, but take a page out of the book of the Bears for the past decade before Ben Johnson, and then tell me how well that works.
Take a page on the Bulls the last 10 years, dude.
Well, I know, but look at the Bears. What did they do? They said, oh, all right, Ryan Poles, we really like our head coach. He's a great guy, and he keeps bees. So you have to work with him. And he's like, okay. And Everflush flushed. And then he brought in Ben Johnson, which not like Ben Johnson wasn't the hottest coaching prospect in the game.
Thank you, Detroit.
Just saying, it is a very big page out of early Bears talk.
Well,
before
you want to know who's
Virginia passed.
available now?
Who?
Doc Rivers.
Oh, we need Doc. I'm a fan of bringing back Tibbs.
Did you
but that won't happen.
see? Did you see that? So Doc Rivers leaves the Bucks, and I think the term they used was stepped away or something similar to that.
Yeah, he was politely asked to leave.
Yeah, but Giannis loves Doc Rivers. So like,
Giannis, yeah, right.
does he just leave because he's like, you got rid of Doc, but also Doc sucks as a head coach?
Doc is
he
the worst.
is, and
Doc
that
hasn't been
team,
relevant in
that
25
Celtics
years.
team, and Doc Rivers Doc Rivers went in front of the team and he said, "Google me," in front of the Bucks team that he was coaching. And if you were to Google Doc Rivers, it wouldn't be like Hall of Fame head coach, Hall of Fame player. It'd be like Doc Rivers does something else that's stupid as hell because he's just been doing it for years and just does dumb shit. But the 2008 Celtics are going to live forever. Like they keep getting dinner together, and it's like KG and Paul Pierce and Ray Allen, like all this amazing. It's like, dude,
they did it.
They might have won in spite of Doc Rivers.
They did it.
Despite Doc Rivers. That's like kind of how it feels.
Okay. So you can't pull the Google me phrase from
You can do it if you're Signetti.
You could do it if you're Kurt Signetti. That's it. Because he wins. Google him.
Yeah.
But Doc, you just don't win.
They lost a lot.
So
this year
don't
too.
Google you.
Yep.
We're done Googling.
Right.
The Googling is over. Your days of Google are over.
Yeah. You can't even use Google.
Now let's talk about this play-in tournament, shall we?
Games are happening, yes.
Games happened.
The Portland Trailblazers beat the Phoenix Suns.
But the Suns are still in it. They're the higher seed.
Yes, so they both get to move on this, which is nice. Denny Avita is a monster on the Trailblazers. Everybody thought that the Bulls were going to pick him 4th overall. They picked Pat Williams instead. Psycho move. But they're a fun team. They move on. They don't move on. They get to play again for a spot, but
Ramble on.
they get a chance to do that. The Suns need to get a win now. Dylan Brooks is doing too much for that team, but they could be good. It was just a very fun game to watch, but that honestly was not my game of the night, Mike.
What was your game of the night, Vince?
My game of the night was the Heat and Hornets game because we go into overtime. We go in and we have a little scuttlebutt going on. We go in and we see Kobe White send the game to overtime, former Bull. The Heat are going to play in the play-in game forever. Bam Adebayo did not score 83 points. Fun fact of the day.
Yeah.
He finishes the game with 6 points. Fun fact.
Well, he got hurt
in 11
someone
minutes.
Grabbed his little
okay. So let's talk about
grabbed
this.
his footsie.
So LaMelo goes up. He gets fouled, quote unquote. He goes onto the ground. Bam Adebayo backs up. LaMelo's hands there. And it's like, oh, he tripped me. Oh, I'm injured now.
It wasn't even like a foot injury or like an ankle injury, because what LaMelo did, and I'm paraphrasing, was basically fall on the ground. And then he was kind of like negging Bam and like grabbed the back of his heel.
And then he flopped.
Of course, like any NBA player, if they get touched in their no way, they're going to flop.
He flopped.
So he flops, and then he claims he has a low back injury, and now the NBA is investigating.
It's so insane. If you watch the clip back to, it's so funny because it's like
it's so
LaMelo's not even big enough. Like Bam is such a big dude. Like you can't trip somebody by just touching his ankle for 2 seconds.
No,
that's just not how it
works.
works.
Like fall down. Like you could have milked it better than you did.
Yeah.
And then essentially, I think that was a turning point in the game where
sort of, but they go all the way to OT, and that was 11
direction.
minutes in the first, dude. Like that's the thing. It was like Kobe White turned it on in the second half, and that was exciting because you're like, oh, he's so good.
I wonder who he played for.
He's so good. But even so, it's like they waited too long to trade him, and he didn't have enough contract to make it a reasonable trade, which was stupid. Hornets go into the fourth quarter. Kobe White sends it to overtime. They go into OT, and who gets the bucket to win the game? None other than LaMelo Ball. I still love the Hornets, dude. I want them to be my team. They're not going to win. Like that's the thing. You go through the play-in tournament, and then you go in, you play real teams, and then you lose immediately. That's what's going to happen.
Tom Knipple?
On the team?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a dog.
I like that guy.
Yeah, they're both 1 and 2 for the year in 3-pointers. Con beat him by 1 3-pointer, and it's awesome. Him and LaMelo. It's a fun team. They're finally good after years and years and years. Last time they were good, they were like the Bobcats. It was that long ago.
Yeah, Kemba Walker.
Kemba Walker and Gerald Wallace, dude. Come on.
Wallace, dude?
Come on,
Did you know about Jerry Wallace? Yeah.
No one ever called him Jerry.
I called him Jerry. Jerry Wallace.
Jerry.
Shout out to Jerry. Well, yeah, to your point, the Hornets might make it to, the next round or so, but we'll see.
Yeah, they'll lose in 5 games. Or 4
what are the next games coming up in the play-in tournament, Vince?
So we have 2 games tonight, so whatever happens, happens. But tonight we have...
Such a beautiful night.
Right now we're halftime Magic and Sixers, 59-55. Later on tonight we get Warriors Clippers, which would be a fun battle to watch.
Okay.
Honestly, it's just whoever wins this, you got to go up against the fucking, like, one team's going to go up against OKC, another team's going to go up against the Knicks, or they're going to go up against the Pistons, and you're like, how are you going to beat them?
Yeah, I don't see that being a possibility in no way, shape, or form, considering where the conferences sit right now.
Celtics, 76ers. Who's winning that series? Clearly the Celtics.
Tatum's back playing. You got the Thunder, who are the best team in the sport because they get that right.
Spurs, Trailblazers?
Yeah, exactly.
Spurs, Suns? Like, what are we even doing? Like,
yeah, this is not going to be a lot of fun for the first play-in rounds because they want the parity of these teams potentially knocking off a higher seed.
More fun.
But in the NBA, the talent pool is leaning different ways depending on
the one seed's a one seed for a reason, guys. Like it's fun to watch, and like, you know, if it holds the way it is, we're going to see a Hornets 76ers matchup, and that'll be fun. And Joel Embiid, if he doesn't have appendicitis like he did last week, he could play.
Embiid, the history and story is all the time of this man is he will be injured.
Are you healthy?
regardless.
Yes. Oh, but my appendix is going to explode.
I'm healthy, but my testicles hurt. He's out 5 games.
It's amazing.
Only
it's
sport
amazing.
next to maybe baseball where it is completely acceptable to be out for a very long time for a hangnail.
Yep.
These guys make this a fucking art form, i.e. Ben Simmons, a.k.a. known as the floppy piece of shit, which is Ben Simmons.
You love him.
Do not.
But we will check in with the NBA when we have real playoff matchups.
Yay!
And that
Shout out to the
starts
play-in tournament.
Saturday, so it's going to be hot in the streets by the time we come back here. But
Hot in the streets.
looking at the ones coming up, just so we know, I'm interested to see how the Lakers do against the Rockets because they don't have any guys. Which
Rockets,
sucks.
Mike Starkhorse team.
Maybe Luka comes back after his European tour and he's good and something happened.
Doubtful. That's going to take
Sounds
some time
pretty
on that.
doubtful. But outside of that, like Timberwolves, Nuggets, you get Iota Sumu in his comeback here against that Jokic and Jamal Murray team.
Another bowl.
Yeah, exactly. And we got a second round pick for him. Congrats.
Yay.
But yeah, so those should be fun. We're excited to get into it, but we have to talk about hockey, Mike.
We get to talk about the hockeys this week. And we have another V in the room, actually.
We do. And
There's 2 Vs. And
We're
2
gonna
Vs don't make it
do.
right,
We're gonna do a
aka
little
make it wrong.
seat arrangement change and a little whoosh.
And we'll be back. We have NHL talk. We have 2 Vinces to the table. We have one Vince and another Vince. And they have various sizes. The other Vince of various size is our NHL analyst. And we have NHL playoffs starting. This day has been in the works for many years, and it has finally come. So, Vince, welcome to the Taxi Squad podcast.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I don't have the soundboard up, but I wanted to.
Yeah,
After
let's get it.
Effects. After
Yep.
Effects.
Let's get
Yeah,
it.
we were
Let's
originally
get
supposed
it.
to do this when Bedard got drafted, but it's slipped through the
How
cracks
many
for a couple
years has that
seasons.
been?
We're not going to talk about it.
Vince, we're a very
We're
big
here today.
hockey podcast.
We're
In
here
case
today,
you
folks.
haven't figured it out,
I-
we're a very
know,
big
I
hockey
know.
podcast. So, sorry it's taken for almost 2 years now. Connor Bedard is a little underwhelming. I think we could all agree with that.
Blame the team.
Blame the team,
I
Vince.
don't know about him, but yeah.
Don't blame the
It's
player.
another conversation for another day.
Blame the team.
Fortunately, the Hawks aren't in the playoffs, so we won't be talking much about
And
them
they
this
won't.
year.
And they won't be next year.
I was
and they
hoping
won't
for
be.
500 this season, but we didn't even really.
Where do we land? Where do we land here?
Just a bit under 4.400, if I believe.
Where
I'm
is it?
correct.
Western. Okay.
Yeah.
28 and
good.
39.
I mean, I'm counting OTLs as losses.
Yeah,
too.
smart.
Overtime loss,
First question of the
loss.
day. Is that what that means?
Yeah.
That matters, right?
Yeah, so 28 and 53.
Is that a tiebreaker thing or is it weighted? Do you know?
They get 1 point for an overtime loss.
And then you
So,
get
two
what?
for a
2 for a win, 0
Yeah.
for a loss, 1 for an overtime loss.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a no.
Because you'll notice there's a shitload of teams in the Eastern Conference that have a lot of overtime losses that are making a big difference for who came through. Because like
Oh, shit.
we were talking about the Capitals earlier, they're not making the playoffs this year, even though they had more wins than some of the teams that are.
Oh shit! Because they only got 9
Yeah.
OTLs.
Yeah, yeah.
See, this is why we need you, dude.
What is an OTL? What is an OTL?
Did that.
Okay.
Overtime off.
Overtime off. Okay, there we
Welcome
go.
to the show, Taxi Squad.
Okay, so welcome back to the show.
Let me introduce you. This is Mike, co-host.
I was paying attention.
This is so we got a guest here. His name is Mike. He goes this podcast.
This is how oblivious I am on hockey.
No, I know, and I'm with you. Okay, so obviously we could talk about the Blackhawks, but the Blackhawks aren't good, man. And
Yeah.
it is what it is. But we do have actual playoff hockey going on, which we both agree
Very
is
soon.
Fun.
the best
I mean, I'm slightly biased, but it's
playoffs wise. Like,
yeah. There's nothing like playoff hockey.
It's
My uncle
hockey.
told me that when I was a young kid, and he's not wrong.
it's better than
Yeah.
everything.
It's legitimate.
Truly, and I miss when the Hawks were in it because this whole entire city was just
Soon,
going
man.
psycho.
Soon.
But right now, first off, Alex Ovechkin, they don't make the playoffs. He leaves the game against the Penguins and does not. They were going to wait and shake his hand,
Yeah, he waved him
but he
off.
does not. He's coming back, right? He's got to.
He only did that with the Penguins, though.
Does he hate the Penguins?
No, but I don't. Maybe he's had a change of heart. You know.
Or
He said he wasn't decided. It was an off-season decision, so maybe he was leaning one way in the beginning of the season. You know, he's like, "Yo, I got to do this just in case." But now he's like, "Nah, I think maybe that." Yeah,
How old is Ovi?
I think he's 40,
He's 40.
39 or 40.
Oh, he's still got a lot more left in the tank.
That's pretty old for. He's like one of the oldest guys in the league, bud.
Well, sure, I know that, but who was the guy who
And I don't know
played?
if you know, but he like literally drinks
Chelios.
Dr. Pepper on the bench. Chelly wasn't doing that.
Well, I understand, but Chelios played till he was almost 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close.
So it's not out of
Gordie Howe
bounds.
was in his 50s. So it can
Exactly.
be done, but
It's
it's a different.
2026.
Exactly.
It's a young man's game, Michael.
Well, wasn't it the other night we were catching some hockey highlights out, and it's one of these situations where he's one away from a record, or it's just padding a record at this stage of the game for most goals.
Oh yeah, we were watching, and that was an empty net thing. That would have just a padding of his record at that point.
One
But
more
hey,
year.
They all count. Doesn't matter how.
one more year, rip it.
Yeah.
Okay, we got teams.
Yeah.
And we got games.
We got some matchups to talk about.
First thing.
We want to start with Eastern or Western Conference.
First thing I want to start out with is,
Okay.
do you like the way that the NHL sets up playoffs? Because I'm in between on it, and it pisses me off. But say you got two teams in the same damn division
Yeah.
that are number 2 and number 3 in the conference, and they have to play each other round 1.
Yeah, it's that's been the argument for a while now.
It's kind of bullshit. Because
Yeah.
if you're the best team in the league, you should be playing the 8 seed.
Yeah, I'm impartial. I like it and I don't. So I like it because you get such a good matchup with the Dallas, Minnesota. That's just like that's almost its own Stanley Cup in its own right.
Rivals.
Yeah, it's just so good. But then at the same time, yeah, those guys are both in the top 7 of the league. Colorado being first. So that whole division is just insane. But then you're getting bounced in the first round. It's a tough.
Yeah,
it's a tough pill to swallow.
second place.
Because
is
either
getting-
of those teams could go to the conference final, in my opinion, easily.
Yeah.
Like the bottom, like that other Pacific division is.
Wait, Utah
it's a
made
pillow
it?
Fight. Utah's in.
Dude, okay.
LA's in.
Here's
Utah's
another
in.
thing. What's up with new teams just getting in right away?
Well, unfortunately, Arizona, they sniped that team right out from under Arizona's nose. They were on the up and up. Like they made the playoffs a couple years back. And
The Mammoth?
The Mammoth, yeah, they got bought and they
That's
moved it out to SLC and. They're the Mammoth now. They had a whole voting thing for the fans. It was pretty cool process. I like
Why?
the name too.
Why is there only one mammoth and not multiple mammoths if they are in fact the mammoth?
It's a good question.
have the answer. You ever like go to a movie theater, right?
Yeah.
And like say you're like a 5-year-old.
Okay.
Stack up a couple of them, put on a trench coat, you get into an 18+ movie. It's one mammoth and they're all inside the mammoth.
All right.
Come on, dude.
Now
the old
there,
Trojan horse.
dude.
there is more. There is more lore on this whole Phoenix
Yeah,
Coyotes.
so I'm at the top of that.
This Arizona Coyotes.
You're at the top of the pyramid.
There's more to this.
I'm doing all the talking.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So there was going to be a facility that the Coyotes purchased, or land that the Coyotes purchased off Mayo in the
Yeah, that was the
101,
problem.
and
Yeah.
the city of Scottsdale would not give them water. So they said, until you can get water here, you're not coming here. You want to know who's going to
Yeah, they
be
couldn't find a
on
good
that?
spot for the arena.
Do you want to know who's going to be on that land? The fucking Arizona Cardinals practice facility, which is bullshit.
Yeah, it's a tough look for Arizona to lose their team like that when they're starting to get good again, and
Football is king.
just because they couldn't find a spot for the arena. But hey, it's the way she goes, right?
Luckily, they have water in Arizona, so that makes sense.
Be grateful.
Exactly.
He knows. Okay, let's talk about teams playing. I don't know what's going on with Google right now, but it's saying that the Sharks are playing the Blackhawks.
Yeah, that's tonight's
And-
games.
So there's 2 games left.
There's still a couple teams
Okay, good.
have 1 game left, and that's something we're going to talk about.
Okay.
We got potential matchups.
Yeah.
This is
Run.
if these are what we're looking at, as if it was today.
Okay.
But there's these 3 teams down here.
Yeah. So what are we looking at? What's the deal?
All right, you want to start with that?
Let's
then?
do it. Yeah.
All right, so as of right now, we got a couple teams that still have a game left. You got Vegas, Edmonton, Anaheim.
Okay.
Utah and LA do too, but that doesn't affect what's going on with these matchups. So here's, as it stands right now, Vegas is playing Utah, and Edmonton's playing Anaheim. But that can all change.
Oh.
They all have 1 game left. If Vegas loses, because Vegas is in first place right now, and then you got Edmonton and then Anaheim. If Vegas wins their game tomorrow, they are outright first place. They got more points. They can't be caught. So then that doesn't affect anything
Okay.
with who they play right here. Now, if they lose, if Vegas loses and then Edmonton wins their game tomorrow,
They take 1.
they take first place.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because they got more wins in regulation. So it's a tiebreaker situation. They'll both have the same amount of points.
Okay. What if they go OT?
Well, they still have to win.
Okay.
Yeah, they need
Got
2
it.
points. If Edmonton loses and Anaheim wins, follow me here. Vegas loses and Edmonton loses, and then Anaheim wins. That jumps them up to second place.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Vegas would still be in first
Oh yeah. Look at that.
because no points were gained by Edmonton.
And they only got 6 OTLs. I get what you're saying now.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
got more wins, and they're in third.
So if Vegas loses and Edmonton wins, we're gonna have an Edmonton Utah matchup and a Vegas Anaheim matchup.
Ah.
So we could do a quick little rundown on all of those, but
We're
keep it short and sweet.
but I got okay.
What you got for me?
The Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah, we can start with them.
There's 2 teams. It's Oilers and Leafs, honestly, that I'm most interested in because
Okay.
one, the Edmonton Oilers, Stanley Cup, LL.
Yeah, tough.
Basically the same team.
They ran it back. It was pretty cool.
Are they doing it again?
I don't think they have the goaltending. Not that that was the problem last 2 years.
Right,
They didn't
yeah.
really- like, you could score all the goals in the world if you can't keep the puck out of your net.
I want McDavid to
And we
win
all know
one
playoffs.
so bad.
We all
dude.
know playoffs is like defense too. So
It's like
lot of
pitching.
unders.
Pitching wins in baseball. Defense
Yeah.
wins in hockey.
yeah,
Goaltending also wins it.
Fuck yeah.
good defense makes goaltending easier too. So it's like they go hand in hand. Yeah,
That sucks.
I don't think
McDavid's got to
Edmonton-
win
I
one,
don't
dude.
think- so here's the thing: if they play here, well, let's just talk about Edmonton. If they play Anaheim, I think that'll be a really good series because Anaheim's got Coach Q. Slightly biased. Let's go.
I
Come on,
forgot he's
Coach Q,
there.
come on, let's
I
go.
forgot he's there, dude.
Come on, man.
Do you
Coach
wish
Q,
he was the
been there.
Blackhawks coach? still?
Yes.
All that bullshit pissed me off
Don't
so
get me started
much.
on it.
Well, I mean, the guy.
We don't. That's a whole nother.
It is what it is. No, I'm kidding. I know.
Just gonna throw
I know
it
what
out
you're saying.
there, Mike.
PR 101, not great. But also,
Whatever.
like, we've been
not
what
like he
3
did it.
coaches, 2 coaches in since then.
Carlton, a couple interims, and now this dude. Yeah.
Yep. So,
Now Blashill.
and it took a couple years for him to get back, and now Q is
This is his first season back.
coaching maybe the number 1 or
And
the
they
number
had a
2.
team that's just like ours. Like they got pieces in place. They just needed a good goalie, which they had this guy Lucas Dostal come out
Yep.
of the woodwork this season.
Yeah.
Talk about earning your pay.
Dogging.
Similar
Oh,
to like
yeah.
Anthony Emmy at the time, which came out of the woodwork.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
And then
absolutely.
Crawford, who subsequently
Rory.
followed.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
Scott Darling.
So if they play Anaheim, I'll tell you. I mean, coaching wise, I'm taking Anaheim all day over Knobloch from Edmonton. But the goaltending too, I think Anaheim is a better goaltender. He doesn't have any playoff experience, but if anyone watched the Olympics, the dude was a brick wall.
He's pretty good, guys. No, we were tweaking about him. We were like in love with him when that all happened. It was that was
But at the same time, you got McJesus on Edmonton. It's like that guy could just
He can't do it by
He could
himself.
just take over, not the whole series, but a game, which could change the tide. You
What if
never
it's
know.
3-on-3?
No, fortunately, that's not.
He's gonna lose a 3-on-3.
I wish it was 3-on-3, but no, not for the playoffs.
Is there a
I don't know.
path?
Edmonton's missing Draisaitl. That's
Yep.
a big one. You know,
He's gone all
Hopefully
playoffs?
they're keeping their cards close to their chest.
Yeah,
but
why tell?
he was like in Germany getting stem cells and stuff.
That's what
pumped
Luka
into him,
Doncic is doing.
But they might be getting Hyman back. This guy Zach Hyman. He was out all most
Yep.
of the regular season, so he's a big.
He was important
He had
for
like
them
50
last
goals
year.
like 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
So he's a big. You know. It could go.
Vince too. Is there a potential opportunity
As well.
that
as well.
that the Anaheim Ducks and the Vegas Knights play in the playoffs? Is that possible? Physically possible, depending on how the rest of this playoff operates.
Can
Is that
Vegas play Anaheim? Yeah.
Yes.
They'd have to both just win their series.
okay?
It's probably the most likely, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, no, they could play them also if, like I said, if Vegas loses and Edmonton wins, then we got Vegas and Anaheim.
Okay.
So
how many games?
If that doesn't happen, then they both got to win.
How many games?
They're all best of sevens.
Best
It's
of
not like
sevens.
baseball.
Okay.
It's all best of sevens. There's no play-ins like basketball.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's
Understood.
just straight to it. 4 rounds. You got to get 16 wins.
So I was at a hockey game earlier this year in Las Vegas where Vegas did
Time.
Yep.
Sweet Arena.
did in fact play Anaheim, and that was a hell of a game. Went into overtime where Anaheim did in fact win.
There you go.
7-game series. What would you dial it? Because it looks like this is going to be a play-in in the West. What are your thoughts if that series does come to fruition?
A Vegas Anaheim series. Ugh. Here's the thing. Vegas has got a lot of guys that have been there and done that. They just switched up their coaches, but they got a good coach still. So I don't see that being an issue. If, really, it's just a matter of them kind of just, as long as their goaltending is doing what they know they can do, I'm going to take Vegas over Anaheim, I think. Because, yeah, you got a lot of kids that haven't seen playoff action like that. They might have seen juniors, like World Junior stuff, like McTavish won,
You gotta get in there once and see what's going on.
Yeah, it's gonna be
and feel it out.
And I'm not saying that you can't win just because of that, but like, it's everyone's said it. Any sport, experience. That's
Trumps
a
all.
little bit of an upper hand. So I'm taking Vegas in that example. How many games? Will be nice. I'll say 6 because I'm not saying Anaheim is not a good team. And that goalie, he could steal a game. Whereas Vegas's goalie, I'm taking Anaheim's goalie, but I'm taking Vegas's team. I'm taking Anaheim's coach, though.
Understood on the experience side, but
Yeah.
then again, you also have Q coaching for the Ducks,
Yeah.
which is a big deal. And I don't know if they're necessarily considered coaches or
You
managers
can only,
or how that's considered.
coaching can only take you so far, though. You can
True.
put guys in the right spot to be successful. It doesn't mean that they're going to execute.
Coach doesn't put puck in net.
That's right.
That's a fact. That is fact.
Yeah. What do we got next?
I was just
Want
gonna
to talk
say
about Utah?
I do, but I would just say that when I'm watching hockey, as fucked up as it is, if I don't know the team, I'm going to uniform first. Who looks cooler?
Hey, it's fine.
And Vegas is the fucking coolest jerseys out of
And
anybody.
their arena, like the whole pregame show, it's a whole thing.
It's sick, dude.
It's a
It
whole thing.
just
I've been to
is.
Anaheim, and their barn is boring. Boring.
I believe that. I don't know. If
I'll
you
tell you
think
what
of
else they got in there besides ducks. Fucking
the mighty
sloths and sheep and
they
boring
got
stuff.
The mighty ducks is what they got.
Yeah.
Vegas is Vegas.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Even if it's not in Vegas, like that pregame show is money.
Okay.
Because it's Vegas.
Right. Okay.
Big
sure.
ox.
In that regard, sure.
They have dancers in the aisles.
Yeah.
It is a full show.
Sounds like Vegas. Okay. So, continuing with the Western, Dallas Stars, as far as I know, hell of a team.
Yeah.
They're going to go and play Minnesota, who, as far as I know, is a hell of a team.
Yeah. 7th and 5th and 7th respectively.
Yep.
In order you said them. Yeah. Couple of good squads.
It's a matchup. Obviously same division. What's the cost benefit analysis of this matchup right now? Give it to me, because I need to know, like.
Yeah, this is the juiciest one of the first round. In all honesty, it's a coin flip for me, man. I think it's going 7 games. I think home ice for Minnesota. Do they have home ice? No, they have second.
Right now they're
Dallas has home ice. I mean, yeah, that game 7, sleeping in your own bed. They're not too far apart, so it's not. I don't. Yeah, home ice.
Same
matters
time
a little
zone,
bit.
but a
Same
couple hours.
Right, same time zone. So Dallas. I mean, they got Otter in the net. It's he's an Olympian. He's an absolute stud. Everyone on their team is healthy. I think both teams are both pretty healthy, so that's good. I like a nice clean fight. I don't like to see.
No one wants people injured.
No
one wants people injured.
That's not what this time of year is about.
Yep.
Dallas. I think Dallas has the upper hand in the goaltending between the pipes, but if they end up having to pull him for whatever reason, I like Minnesota's 1-2 combo a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah. So both of those guys kind of just really showed their colors this season. They weren't any not big names.
Okay.
But they are getting it done.
Yeah.
And when
What
you
does
got
the stat sheet say?
yeah, they got a great decor in front of them too. You got Quinn Hughes and Brodeen was injured most of the season. You got Spurgeon back there, but Gojin's kind of like a 4-5, get in your face, don't want to mess with him kind of thing.
Do we have a Tom Wilson in this right now? Do we have a bruiser
in this series? Well, dude, there's not. There's only Tom Wilson's just a whole nother specimen.
I know he is, but then you get the Paul Bissonnette. His whole entire job was just to cause a fucking ruckus.
Yeah, but Biz can't put the puck in the net.
Well, that's the thing. His
Willie
entire
can.
job was just
Yeah.
fight motherfuckers.
No, honestly, I don't think either of these teams has any bruisers that you have to really be worried about when you're on the ice, because that absolutely that is a huge part of Willie's game.
Heads up.
Yeah, keep your head up unless you want your friggin' teeth coming out.
People
the back
hate
of your
people
head.
hate on him a lot, and I
love him.
I've always kind of loved him.
I wish he was on the Blackhawks. Oh my god.
Well, is he the quintessential you hate to play him, but you love to have him? If he's on your team, you love him, but if you play against him, you hate him.
Yeah, I mean, maybe as because he's not in our conference,
right?
So we don't see him very often as Hawks fans. But I watch everything. I'm a big I watch all the games. He's
a dog,
100%. Hate to play against him.
Is that a
team,
is that
a Brad Marchand, a Matthew Tkachuk?
He's just Tkachuk dog.
I was
gonna say, is that a thing that's going to get phased out? Do you believe, or are we going to continue to have those guys? I don't know, because the whole world's stop being so mean to each other.
They might be a dying breed because there was a whole generation of kids that grew up watching Patrick Kane and Sidney Crosby
go fast and score goals.
I'm stick handling in a phone booth over here. I don't need to be big and in your face
I got shoulders.
Colbert and Gordy Howe,
I got shoulders. Yeah.
It's a different generation, but I think it's still in the game though. That you have to be able to police it. Hockey's just a different sport,
Yeah.
It's too fast. It's too hard hitting to not refs can't. I mean, all these refs are old players, but it still is just it has to be a part of the game because otherwise people be taking liberties. I'm a tiny guy. I play hockey. You get out there and you can't get hit. I'm gonna push the envelope a little bit because I can.
See how far you can push it. Why not?
Yeah, this is just dorky men's league stuff now.
Right.
You know what I mean? You take that out of think about these guys. They're absolute units out there. Getting laid out and then you can't do anything about it. People are, it would not be good.
I know. I get you.
That's why enforcers are needed. Now, Vince, as we jump to the Eastern Conference.
Whoa, we got Colorado.
You're just going to skip the best team in the friggin' league? My second favorite team.
We got the Avalanche and the Kings. What's your second favorite team?
With the Nate Dogg? Colorado.
Colorado.
And it's not just because they're good. Everyone watching.
It feels like it is.
I'm just a big Colorado guy.
Feels like it is.
I love the state in general.
Fair enough.
Nate McKinnon, dude.
Yeah, I know. He's a dog. He's been a dog. Yeah.
Oh, man. I just fanboy out about that guy. He's absolute menace, dude.
Hell of a fucking year for him too, huh?
Yeah, he's right there in the MVP in my book. It could be one of three guys, and he's one of them.
Okay.
So, there's not much to say here. LA squeaked in. It was a little bit of a Cinderella situation for LA. They got Kopi's last season.
Jonathan Quick.
Well, what about
I just think about him when I think about the Kings.
Well, yeah, he played his last game on the Rangers. They stink.
Yeah.
But
they're horrible. Jesus. I didn't even see that.
It was pretty laughable. They made playoffs last year too, so who the hell knows? But Colorado in 5. I'm being nice here. It might even be 4 because Colorado, I'm pretty sure they got everybody They might be a little dinged up, but not enough for LA to win more than 1 or 2 games, and that's being real nice. So
Heard that.
All right, now
We're gonna move
Eastern
to the
Conference,
East.
Mike.
Eastern
Before,
Conference, I gotta say.
really quick,
Join
before
the
we
conversation.
Before we
I know
do,
I'm talking a lot. Sorry.
Why-
No, I'm sitting over here.
He's got dry mouth over
ready,
there.
I'm ready.
why do the Maple Leafs suck ass? What happened?
Because Willie Nylander's a bum. You heard it here first,
Dude,
folks.
but they were like,
No, that's not the only reason.
they were
don't
good
have a
last
goalie.
year. They were good last year. They're good year before. It's just goal.
No, it's not just goalie, but like goaltending is very important.
Yeah,
I mean,
fuck yeah.
obviously, Captain Obvious. But
Either you score more or you
they've had
save
like
more.
here's the thing, like they've had like a 2A. They have two 2As.
Okay.
Like there's no 1A or 1B even
Yeah.
on their team.
Right.
And their defense, I mean, they were missing a couple guys for a good part of the season, Tanev being one of them. That guy eats
negative
pucks for
44
breakfast.
differential for the year. It's pretty
Yeah.
fucked up, dude.
Yeah, you're not making playoffs with a minus 44,
No,
which is
sir.
absolutely pathetic when you have, Austin Matthews, ever heard of him?
Matthews is a dog. That's always
Come on,
the thing.
AM34.
He
dude.
won, though.
Let's go. He's a champion when he plays with the
America.
Olympics. That's right. Let's go.
Yeah, he won, though.
That's right.
Yep.
And that's only about the last thing he won. I think they lost the next 8 games after
Yep.
he came back. It
I
was
know.
sad,
But even
sad.
in the playoffs last year,
But
it was like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
You know, it was sad. It was like you could tell he just wants to win so hard.
It's original team
bad.
too, and you
Yeah.
kind of root for Toronto.
It's just so
and-
funny though. They can't even get past the first round, and they finally do, and it's just like barely.
Yep. And then they just
and you
shit
still
the bed.
you're out the
It's
next.
like the Bulls.
It is.
Bulls of
There's no reason. I mean, besides the injuries, obviously, there's no reason those guys shouldn't have made the playoffs. You got William Nylander, as much as I can't stand the guy, he puts the puck in the net.
Yep.
Austin Matthews, we all know that guy could score. You got Morgan Riley, he's their best D man.
They kind of remind me
but,
of the Knicks
you know,
though
but, like,
too, because like
he's
New
not
York,
great.
The New York Knicks haven't won since '73. Like they've been good and
Since
competitive and
67 for
shit.
Toronto.
Yeah, and
Brutal.
you're like,
And then you got
dude,
JT too. Like
they've had guys,
getting
they've
the
had
playoffs.
teams, and you're like, this is the one city over really anything else. Like I know, but like the size and the fact it's in Canada and it's the
Thing
Maple
was-
Leafs and they have like years and years of tradition. And
Aren't the Canadians in a very similar boat?
I don't know when the last time they won was.
no, the Canadians. Well, they went first off. The Canadians went back. Went
Yeah.
to the,
Canadians.
Oh, I wasn't
Dude,
being facetious,
I
but
get,
it
I
is
get,
Canadians.
no, I get the same.
You can just call them the
Canadians.
Habs if that makes it
that's-
easier for you. The
What does that
Habs.
mean, by the way? Do you know
Oh, it's
why?
like the Montreal like habituals or something like
Oh,
that. I've
okay.
looked into it, but
I
it's
never
usually when
read-
I've had
Fucking
a
weird.
couple too many of these, and I
Yes.
don't remember exactly.
I
what
never
the
got the
translation is.
Habs
It's just
thing.
some French thing.
Okay, it's water.
They made well first off during the COVID year, which is a little fucky, but they made the Stanley Cup final against the Lightning. Granted, it was the same conference, but they changed it that year because they had a
But they
Canada,
haven't
yada yada.
won in.
But they made it all the way to the Stanley Cup final in 2020. So
Sure.
5 years removed from the playoffs.
But have they ever won a finals? Have they ever won a Stanley Cup?
Yeah, they have the most out of any team, Mike.
Oh, okay. See,
Yeah.
goes to show you how much I know about.
That's right.
hockey.
That's what I'm here
This
for.
is
bud.
why you're here, man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well,
This
they're an
is why
original
we're
six
not a hockey
team. They won
pod.
like 7 out of 8 back in the 60s. Like
Yeah.
that right
I
there.
don't
Like
know, but do you count,
some
like-
franchises don't even have 1, let alone 8.
It's like, do you count like the Yankees winning in 1927?
right.
You
That's
know?
the thing.
Like,
Is before salary cap and all.
the
that stuff.
Celtics.
Yes.
The Celtics won 6 and
You got the
what?
same teams for 7, 8 years in
Yeah.
a row, and then it's
Correct.
like, well, I guess you're gonna win every year.
Gonna happen.
modern era. I guess one could say is that something
They
that-
really had no business even in the 2020
Just
run. The
goofy COVID
goaltender,
year.
absolutely. You want to talk about having shoulders? He just carried them.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys we were talking earlier about getting into the Hall of Fame and whether it's like actually prestigious or not. Like like that guy. He's gonna be one of the few guys that probably gets in. Well, more than likely, definitely gets into the Hall of Fame without having ever won a championship.
Interesting.
Just so good.
Exactly. So the Eastern Conference the
Yeah.
Eastern Conference side.
These are all set in stone, so we don't have to play that game.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which I still think the parody of it's fun that there's 2 games still left and everything that is going with that.
Yeah, the race, the race to get into the playoffs was amazing this year for that conference.
Sure. I look at this though.
Pull
I
up the
look,
points over there, you'll see.
I look at the originals that are in the Eastern side, where we look at teams like Pittsburgh, Boston, and then of course Montreal. So the Eastern Conference, as I look overall, seems to have some games that are pretty interesting as across the board, as opposed to the Western Conference. No offense, Buffalo, young team, Boston, older team, and then you have the same scenario with Pittsburgh and Philly. So I might be talking out of left field here, but still two games that are exciting to me. Buffalo is in a battle right now with Dallas, as we can see on the screen to our left, where they're going to go to a second overtime or potentially tie.
No, it was a shootout on that one, but yeah.
Shootout. Well, so
Not a ton of room out there.
I hate shootouts.
It's a good game.
So we have
Yeah, they're not great, but
Buffalo, who's an exciting young team, and then you have a team like Tampa Bay, who has a potential perennial All-Star and MVP candidate, versus Montreal. Carolina's back in the mix after a year getting bounced last year. They have potential to go. So as you look at this series across the board in the Eastern Conference and the first round of playoffs, who are your favorites? Who are you really liking right now? Does Crosby and the guys in Pitt, do they get their opportunity to potentially do it one more time before it's over?
yeah. So all right, let's start there. Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, the Battle of Pennsylvania, folks. We got it. It is back. It is back. Last time these two met in playoffs was 2018. So it's been a little while.
God damn. Yeah.
Pittsburgh 1-6 because Crosby is Crosby.
Yep.
Yeah.
He still is.
Yep.
Somehow.
And obviously different looking teams nowadays, but it's the same exact core for Philly or Pittsburgh, which is just
That's crazy.
cool. I was telling you earlier on the drive, like Letang, Malkin, Crosby, they've been doing it for 20 years together.
That's
no one else
so
can say that.
rare. That's
See him get another
rare.
kick at the
unheard of.
see him get another kick at the can here is nice. Honestly, like, do I think they're gonna go really far? We'll talk about that in a minute here. But
Young legs is nice though.
dude, they got Carlson is in tip top Norris form.
Okay.
Norris is the best D man of the
Yep.
of the year award, and he's won it a couple times, and he's looking like he could give it a good college effort this year too.
Okay.
And for that, Philadelphia, I don't think they have enough to take this one. I think this is another one where the experience is gonna
I think they're just happy to be there.
a little bit. Yeah, they were the last team to make it.
Yeah.
That
was the Capitals thing. It was the
in their
OV
division.
and-
Yeah, in their division. Let me clarify.
Yeah,
It was
right.
Boston and Ottawa for the wild card.
Yeah.
But in their division, they squeaked in. That was a tight race, though. It was literally like 1 point difference. Their coaching is a big difference.
Yeah.
Tocchet coached the Penguins when they won their back-to-back cups, so he knows all about it.
What was that, 20 years ago?
No,
Might have been.
16, 17.
16, 17, yeah.
Went back-to-back.
Yeah.
Yeah, right after the Hawks won in 15, they went 16, 17. And I think Pittsburgh's going to take this one. I think 6 games.
Okay.
7 wouldn't be crazy just because Pittsburgh
Anything can
goalie.
happen in 7.
Yeah.
Anything can
Here's
happen
the thing.
in 7.
Yeah, Pittsburgh goalie is Edmonton's goalie from the last 2 seasons.
And if we know
Yeah,
history, we
right.
know that's a problem.
Yeah, he's not quite Swiss cheese,
Yeah.
but there's
holes.
he's on his way. He's working.
Yeah,
he's working on
he
it.
might be blue. Yeah.
But yeah, I think just having those 3 guys that we're talking about earlier and Carlson,
Yeah.
that's just a lot of playoff experience, and
Game makers.
they still have a good coach and everything too. So I think Pittsburgh takes that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hurricanes talk of the goddamn town this year.
Yeah. Are they
Ottawa.
gonna do it?
Are they?
You tell me. 7 seasons of second round or better, 3 of which they lost in the Eastern Conference Final.
So they beat Ottawa.
3 out of 7 years you made it.
What you're telling me is that they don't lose in the first round.
No.
So they're just going to beat Ottawa. Sweet.
Yeah, good. You read between the lines.
Sweet.
Smart guy.
Sweet.
Sweep.
No.
I was going to sweep.
I don't think it's a sweep.
Ottawa?
They played it. They had a great season, but what's their last 10 looking like? I don't think they've been playing great lately. They're not in this division.
You talking about Ottawa?
No, Carolina.
Oh, shit. Mobby.
It's okay, right there.
7-2-1.
All right, so clearly wrong.
Yeah, they're good.
They had.
But they've been good all year. They've been good all year, though. Like,
Maybe they rattled a couple off and evened that out, but they were playing like 500 hockey for a little bit, which
But
is
they
for them is not good.
They started the year psycho.
Yeah, they always they got Rod Brindamore behind the bench, dude. He's a stud.
Yeah.
Hall of Famer. He's just he knows how to manage a team.
until you get to the Eastern Conference Final.
Dude, yeah. They what's funny is there's this funny quote from him. Like, we didn't get swept. Like, you absolutely got swept in 4 games, but like each game was a 1-goal overtime game.
Sure,
So
alright.
yeah, you know what he's saying.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, Rod.
Well, it's like Canada after the
you got
U.S.
swept, buddy.
Yeah, it's like when Canada after the U.S. won. It's like, who was the better team out there? You're like, the one that won.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, Nate,
you know?
that's a great question when you're the loser.
Right. Yeah, and they're not saying that on the U.S. side. That's for sure.
All jokes aside, I mean, this Carolina Ottawa game, coolest jerseys probably in this entire rundown. As a series,
Who? Which one?
Utah,
Carolina or Ottawa? Both of them?
Both of their jerseys rock.
I kind of like Buffalo, Boston. Also, like Knights in Utah. They play the New Jersey.
Heavily biased, but I love the Avalanche logo.
Yeah.
They have so many different fun ones, but I like the odd one as well. I'll be honest. I'll give you that one. Carolina, I might disagree a little.
It's kind of cool. Big black and white guy.
Big black, white, and red. We love those colors here.
Yeah,
So.
we
That's
do.
true.
Yeah,
That's
we
true.
do.
Runs deep.
But I got Carolina and sheesh,
5?
probably 5 unless the
Okay.
goalie shit the bed.
Sure.
Because Ottawa's, they've been dinged up all season. Like, I think going into it, they got a lot of guys that are like 80%.
Lines at 5. What do you take? Over under.
I think it is 5.
Okay. So you're just gonna
Yeah.
rock it. All right.
Yeah. I think it is 5.
Let's
Carolina
go-
knows what they're doing in the
Let's
first.
go Tampa Bay versus the Montreal Canadiens.
Canadiens, the Habs, yes. Well, what do you guys think right out of the gate here? You guys might be a little bit more familiar with Tampa Bay and Montreal.
I know.
You're not.
just
That's
because
why
of the
you're
last
here.
few years.
Yeah.
I mean,
why you're
Well, I
here.
was like, I know, but I know that Tampa's good. And
right.
What is it with
So no, this is what I wanted you to say. I want you to kind of what does like the non-hockey nut kind of know about Tampa Bay?
I'm a
know.
watch a game every couple of days here or there.
You know they're good. Though.
I watch Tampa Bay, and Tampa Bay's got the best player.
Right, which was exactly what the next thing I was going to talk about.
That's exactly. I'm gonna pick the team that has been better and who has the best player.
Yeah, Kucherov.
I just assume that Tampa Bay's
Yeah,
gonna win the
Cooch.
game.
That guy's a maniac. Yeah, he could win the MVP every year if it
Yep.
weren't for guys like McDavid and McKinnon.
Right.
For me, though, the big one is the goaltending here.
Okay.
Vasilevsky. Come on. That guy's
Dog.
a tried and true winner. He's got 2 cups. Could have had 3, but
Hey, ayo.
how you doing? Yeah, that guy is insane, dude. If
Okay.
he's on, it's over in 5.
Okay. Over under 5.5. What are you taking?
Yeah, give me a half in there. I'm
Yeah.
taking
The
I'm
under?
taking under on
Okay,
5.5.
all right.
Yeah. Kucherov, absolute game changer. Montreal doesn't really have a game changer, and that sounds silly because they have a 50-goal scorer by the name of
Sure.
Cole Caulfield.
Yep.
First time they've done that in a long time too, so it's a big deal. But it just doesn't do it for me.
Okay.
Doesn't do it for me in that regard. Kucherov all day. And then after that, you got Braden Point. They got Jake Gensel, another good old American boy, gold medalist. It's they just got too many. They got the stars. The Tampa Bay just have all the stars.
It's all on feels. And also stars shine brightest when it matters the most.
Yes, they do. And these guys have been there, done that a lot. We know that.
Yeah.
They've actually lost. Well, they lost the Stanley Cup. Arguably, Vassy could have 4. I said 3.
Yeah.
They lost to Colorado also.
If I'm any free agent in hockey, I'm just going to Florida. Because if you go to Florida, you're probably
Something in the
gonna-
water down there.
Something in the water because the Panthers won last year,
Yeah.
and then Tampa's
2 years
back
in
in
a
it.
row.
Exactly,
Yeah.
2 years in a row, and then prior to that, Tampa was every other year for
No, they did
almost
back to back. They went 3 in a row.
Exactly to my point. So something in the water in Florida because Tampa's right back to it, and I don't
And
understand
they had lost
why
like,
this continues to happen.
especially with the amount of man games they lost this season. I think they were like up there in the league for, I would know because I had half of them on my fantasy team and they friggin' gave it to me right in the. Sheesh. Yeah, I took the hard L on Hedman and Braden Point this season. Career lows. Good timing.
Great call.
Yeah.
Solid.
I'm glad I wasted my 3rd overall pick on Pointer this year. He's
That'll
an absolute
happen.
40-goal scorer like 3 out of the last 4 years, and then he's got like 18 this year, so cool. Anywho, but Montreal's got some good players. Don't get me wrong, they're in the playoffs for a reason.
But we're taking Tampa.
Yeah, their goalie's gonna have to really stand on his
Okay.
head. So
Final matchup, and
Yep.
then we're gonna go in predictions.
love it.
Buffalo, Boston.
Oh,
Buffalo.
This is the funnest one to talk about.
Buffalo
Almost.
Kingmakers this year.
Buffalo just lost to Dallas.
Just happened.
in a shootout.
Okay.
Oh, did they now? Yeah.
Yes.
Well, shootouts aren't fun anyway. So.
Shootouts are bullshit.
And this game was a nothing
Those are
burger.
so much fun.
No, they're bullshit, dude. That's not the way that a game should be decided.
I mean, this is like
I disagree.
if the Lightning win tomorrow, I guess then it will maybe matter for the seeding, but
2 points, right?
yeah, I'd have to see the regulation win number.
But even so, this is probably the matchup.
Yeah. Oh, these are the matchups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buffalo, Boston.
Buffalo, Boston.
No
Been
Brad Marchand.
14, 15 years since Buffalo. They officially ended the longest streak in the NHL.
I saw it, longest streak in sports.
Yeah. Oh,
Like
of
all sports, all major sports. Yeah.
You hate to hear that as a Buffalo.
Guess what, New York Jets fans? Congratulations, welcome to the longest streak.
Oh, now it's the Jets, huh?
And they've been.
How many years is that at? The Red Wings are at 10 years.
I think they're at like 14 or something like that, or
Jets
something.
for the playoffs?
Yeah, it's like Mark Sanchez.
That's
Mark
brutal.
Sanchez level, yeah. So that's easily going on
2012,
15,
2011.
16
It's a
years.
life of misery up there in
Yes.
upstate New York, huh?
Yes, but
Absolutely.
not for the Sabres.
Not
this
anymore.
year.
Let's go Sabres.
They've been at the top for a lot of the
They never slowed down this
Yeah.
season. They were never at the bottom. They were like mid pack most of the season, and then this last third quarter of the season, whatever you want to call it, they've just been
hot.
handling business.
Okay.
They got a good little 1-2 tandem in the net. So if they keep doing what they're doing,
Are they
and-
that much better than Boston?
So okay, if you would have said earlier in the season, out of all the teams that like are definitely aren't making it to make the playoffs, like these are the two teams like never would.
Neither of them.
No.
Okay.
No.
It's safe
Which
to
is-
say that you're not taking them to win the Stanley Cup this year.
No, definitely not Boston.
Yeah.
You got McAvoy.
Yep.
And you got Swayman, another gold medalist from the Olympics.
believe it. Fuck Canada. Let's go.
And with Charlie McAvoy, like I said, another gold medalist. And then you got
Yeah.
Pasta. That guy puts in 40, 50 goals every year.
Yep.
That's a hell of a core. But they don't have much going on around them. So them squeaking into the playoffs, honestly, was pretty surprising. for me.
Congrats. It's one
Yeah.
of those like, well done, boys.
Yeah. Buffalo, on the other hand, their lineup's not bad.
Yeah. I mean,
They just needed to do it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Right.
Yeah, they've had enough first overall picks: Owen Power, Darlene,
What's the difference? Why this
Jack
year?
Eichel, who they ended up trading, and he wins in Vegas.
Yeah.
But you've had all the picks.
What's the difference? What happened? Why are they better this year? It all just all the puzzle pieces.
I think
all
it all
fit?
they're just gelling.
Okay.
The pieces were already in place. It's just, yeah. The
Yeah.
goaltending, they finally got some decent goaltending too.
Okay.
It was never horrible before,
But they needed.
but this year they took a step.
Okay.
Sort of thing.
Got
It's
it.
the best way to put it. I like Buffalo. I like Buffalo in
5.5.
6. Over.
Over. Okay.
Buffalo in 6, I think. Boston, Swayman steals a game, it'll go 7.
Yep.
But Swayman's got to steal
Well,
a game.
Boston's got some experience on their side too, which helps.
Yeah, with the core.
Yeah.
Yeah. No experience on Buffalo except maybe Alex Tuck. Hope the Hawks can sign him this offseason. That's
Let's
another
go.
story.
Make them better.
We gotta do something.
It's more fun
with
when
these free
it's more
agents.
fun when the Blackhawks are good.
Oh yeah, original 6 teams. But yeah, you got Tage Thompson had that Olympic experience. That's some heavy pressure gold medal
Sure.
game.
Hell
Overtime,
fucking yeah.
I think that's heavy pressure. So they've got guys that like I said, they've been there with the World Juniors and stuff too. But I'm taking Buffalo. They're hot right now. I'm riding the hot hand.
Okay.
And fuck Boston
Agreed.
on all fronts, every sport.
I have one question for you, and then we're going to go into predictions.
Yeah.
Unless you have something.
Make some
But
predictions.
I love the world competitive situation of golf. Or not golf, excuse me, hockey.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's amazing. I think all-star games across all sports are bullshit.
Yeah,
They suck.
typically boring.
World Baseball Classic, fun.
Yes.
Basketball Olympics, fun. Especially if you go a world team, you're like, this is way more fun.
Yeah. People have something to play for.
They did the tournament, what was it, last year or 2 years ago, when the U.S. and Canada,
That was last year, the Four Nations.
4 nations, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Russia should be included. I just wanna
That was
put
like
out.
a miniature ripoff of Worlds.
Yes, right. So that was super fun. I'd rather do that than an NHL All-Star game all day.
Oh, yeah.
They do the Olympics this year. It's like the most hockey I wanted to watch in my entire life.
It's a shame Russia wasn't in there.
Right.
As a
Well,
as
it's
a
just their
sports fan, their team was just so good.
They probably win.
Their decor was a little lacking, but their forwards and their goaltending was ridiculous.
Dirty.
Well, from a political side, could that ever happen again?
No.
You know? The Soviet Union, Vietnam.
No, but like you'd want to. It's like separating the art from the artist. You're like,
Yeah.
put the fucking team in there. Though.
Russia was
Like I
in the
get why they
wrestling
do it
Winter
because
Olympics,
Russia
though.
prides themselves on that sort of thing.
Right.
Like
yeah.
the sports dominance. Like it's always been a thing for them. That's fine.
100%.
But
I
yeah,
just that was more of
penalizing
a point.
guys that had nothing to do with it.
Right. Well, and that was more of a point than a question. It's just like that was sick. Everybody loved it.
Oh yeah.
They should do NBA World
It's a
versus
different tournament
US.
with them.
And
With
it
them in
and
it.
it makes people want to watch though.
Argument for
I
the
agree.
case that maybe all All-Star games should just be national.
Think,
Countries
dude.
versus
Think
countries.
about
Well,
not
it
even
started-
not even
90-day
countries.
difference.
Not even countries, dude. If they did like the NBA, if they did U.S. versus World, it is an even if not the world is more likely to win that.
Sure, kind of like the Ryder Cup.
Yes, it would be way more
They
fun
got way
than
too
being
many.
like,
Yeah,
let's see how fun this is.
I'm with
They
you.
were competing their asses off. Especially, obviously, in the Olympics, they're going to do that. But even in the Four Nations, they were competing their asses off, and there was, they partied and then went back and said, "I beat your ass, let's go," and they like move on with it.
Yeah.
That's sicker.
Shout out to Cash Patel.
No, you should not have been there. All right, let's get into predictions. We're gonna do conference finals. We're gonna do Stanley Cup.
Okay.
So, Western Conference Finals. Who do you got?
I think it's gonna be Colorado.
Okay.
Homer.
I was gonna say, is that a bias pick, or do you actually?
That's a Homer pick.
I mean, it could come off as a biased pick, but I know. I mean,
No,
they
I'm with you. I
Absolutely,
understand.
Dominated this league this season.
Okay.
Everybody, whether it doesn't matter how. I've watched enough games between Dallas and Colorado and Minnesota this year. Where like Colorado, Nate, just that guy can will a team. In
He's a
that
difference
regard.
maker.
If their goaltender can just do their part, that's really the only problem they've ever had. But this year last season they traded for a good little goalie tandem. And
Okay.
I think this year they're going to go a little farther than last year. LA first round is going to be a non-issue. It's just going to be basically getting past the second round here. Dallas and Minnesota, but I think just overall, they're going to the conference final now.
So we're looking Colorado, Edmonton. You got to assume, right?
No, man.
Disagree. Okay.
I don't think Edmonton's going to do it.
Shit.
Did
Did they
I don't think
lose?
they're going to get there 3 years in a row.
Did they lose their chance?
No. I just
Okay.
think with Draisaitl out in the long run, it's just a big gap to fill.
Okay.
It's a big pair of shoes to fill. You know what I mean?
I
Are
feel
they
you.
out in the first round against Anaheim? Is that
If they play,
unless
Anaheim,
McDavid absolutely goes off, and what you assume he's probably going to, but if Anaheim's goalie just plays pretty good, not even great, just plays pretty good, I think Anaheim still wins.
That's impressive.
Which
So
maybe I sound like a total donkey, but
So there
I
is
don't know.
there is
That-
there is a real thought process here that the best player in the game is going to get bounced in the first round of the playoffs, a la,
Well, I
if you
hope-
think about it,
yeah.
but he can also go McJesus mode. Not for everybody.
I sarcastically want to say you mean the Colorado Avalanche are getting bounced because Nate's my number one, but
No,
I mean, yeah, dude. Look, Florida didn't even make the playoffs. These guys are
True.
tired too. They've went 2 years in a row. And that's a shitload of travel between Edmonton and
It's
Fort
crazy.
Lauderdale.
You don't even get Florida in this.
Bonkers.
They play too many games. Like, what are you gonna do?
I mean, they went to 3 cups in a row.
Yeah.
Think about the wear and tear on their bodies.
Right.
Just
That was the whole
brutal stuff.
storyline on the first one. It's like they finally did it. And you're like,
well, then the fluke injury from their captain, and literally the preseason, like they were just practicing and he fell wrong and his MCL out for the season. That guy is quiet. Like let's put it this way: every year they do who's the most underrated player, and they say this guy Barkov. For like the last 3 years, he's not underrated when you're all the good players.
if
are selling
everybody
you.
agrees that you're underrated,
you're not
you're
underrated
no longer
anymore.
underrated. I
Yeah.
agree with you
Can we all-
100%.
Thank you. So you don't have that guy.
Yeah.
2-time Stanley Cup champion. Mm-hmm. He's an Olympian. And you don't have Kachuk for the whole season. On top of that, they're tired. They lost a bunch of other guys too dangerous. They were up there with Tampa for the most man games lost.
Okay. So are you going Anaheim then?
Yeah.
Or you think okay? So
think
Vegas,
Anaheim.
Utah.
If this is what it is, I'm taking Vegas over Utah. Vegas and Anaheim though. Let's come back to that. I'm taking
Yeah.
Edmonton over Utah. I think though. I
Okay.
think they could get past Utah.
Got you. Okay. So
We
conference
haven't
final.
talked much about Utah, so we got to throw them in.
That's true.
Throw them a bone right now.
Mammoth. It's a mammoth team.
Yeah.
So okay. So we're going Colorado versus.
Colorado versus I think Vegas figures it out.
Okay.
I think Vegas
Colorado,
figures it out.
Vegas.
First round isn't going to be much of an issue. I think they find their groove in the second round and they go from there. But then
Okay.
they hit a wall against Colorado.
Got you. All right. So they're going to the Cup.
Yep.
Eastern Conference. Buffalo all the way.
No,
Who do you got?
I think Tampa has something to do with it.
Shit. All right.
If Hedman
Welcome
is
back.
good to go,
Welcome back.
yeah, yeah. I think that's gonna be a great series because I got Buffalo and Tampa in the second round, and
Okay.
I think that's going 6 or 7 for sure, no doubt about it. Let's go to the next two, and then we'll come back
Bottom
to who I
half,
think's
yeah.
gonna take that conference. So I got to stick my guns earlier. Carolina,
Yeah.
they're going to the second round. Ottawa doesn't
they
have
might win
enough
the whole
juice.
thing.
Yeah, you think so too? So
they
yeah,
might win the
that's
whole
yeah.
thing.
And then Pittsburgh, I took Pittsburgh over Philly, so we got Carolina, Pittsburgh. Ugh.
It's hard to win.
Yeah.
It's hard to win,
It's
man.
hard to win.
Yeah.
I think Carolina takes that one.
Okay.
So that leaves us with Carolina and then Tampa or Buffalo. Going that series is going to be an absolute fucking heavyweight boxing
It might tire
match.
them out to even get to the conference final.
Right.
At that point, yeah.
That's going to be a great thing for Carolina because I think they're going to beat Pittsburgh. So if Carolina could play a real tired Tampa
With
Bay or
some
Buffalo.
rest.
Assuming everyone stays healthy, I'm still sticking with Tampa Bay, I think. Because
Okay.
just the goaltending, man, and Kucherov. That's just simple as that. Those two guys. Now, Carolina, Tampa.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we got Carolina, Tampa, Eastern. We got Colorado and
Vegas.
Vegas, Western. Give me your Stanley Cup matchup.
Sticking to my guns, Colorado. I love it.
Colorado, Carolina.
Oh, man.
These are the hard hitting questions,
This is-
Vince. I know.
This is the one I wanted to think about a little bit more before
Yeah.
we got to it. I don't
Well,
want to
we're
sit
here
here
now.
and-
What are you gonna-
I don't want to hem and haw too much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
This is
Man,
the fate of the world on the line.
I think Carolina shits the bed again.
Okay.
Yeah,
They get to the Eastern Conference Finals again.
yeah,
They're like Edmonton
goaltending,
in the
man.
Stanley Cup. They're
It's just that
Carolina in the
goaltending.
Eastern. Yeah.
That's their. From what I noticed, that's where the problems kind of were. Like just some soft goals getting let in.
Okay.
By Carolina and Vasilevsky's a wall. I'm going Colorado, Tampa, which would just be a rematch. But I think Colorado wins it again. I think Tampa just. I think Tampa just goes 2 for 5 in the last 10 years.
It's a pleasure to be there.
Do we go
Yeah.
parody and give our picks, Vince?
Yeah,
And-
you have to.
Yeah.
And see how right and wrong this could be.
I like it.
Yeah, we have to. Then we look back at this.
All right. I like this.
Mike, you go first.
All right. I love this. Okay. I'm going to go Vegas, Colorado. I believe in that. Okay. I think that is fair. I think Vegas repeats, though, as the Western Conference representative. I think they're
okay.
back in it. To your point earlier, just general experience over the past 5 years. They seemingly are back on their shit. They're
Yep.
one of the best teams in hockey, best teams in the Western Conference. I think it makes a lot of sense. Eastern Conference. I like Tampa. I'm with you. I think the Eastern Conference Finals is Tampa. Everybody's really high on Carolina. I think the old men are going to try and make a statement, though. I think
like it.
I think the old men are going to try and make a statement and say this is the last ride, and the Penguins and Tampa meet in the Eastern Conference Finals.
So Skinny is getting the job done in net, and he brings the Penguins to the conference finals. I like it.
Give me Vegas and Pittsburgh.
Oh, Crosby going out with a 4th cup.
Who wins?
Maybe not going out, but
Vegas.
Oh.
Crosby getting a fourth. No.
I don't know.
Close, but
Vegas.
Vegas wins.
Oh,
Las Vegas.
That's a fun final.
Fun final.
Vegas and Pittsburgh.
I'm a fun guy.
Okay, I like
All right.
that.
I know who I want in the East because it's you don't know what you're doing if you don't know what you're doing. You know, you're
Yeah.
already there and you're like, hey, we haven't been here in
Naive.
we haven't
You know
been
what I
here in we haven't been here in 14 years. We don't even know what the fuck's going on.
We're just winning playing hockey.
Why don't we just keep winning?
Yeah.
Put the fucking Buffalo Sabres in there,
Dude, that would be.
Fuck around.
If I'm having it for funsies, like
Yeah.
I'm not trying to have an actual bracket.
yeah.
I like Buffalo
Fuck
going
around
all the way.
Well,
All
because
day.
it's like it reminds me of like the Carolina Panthers when Cam Newton was a dog, and they're like, "Fuck it, make it all the way to the Super Bowl. I don't give a shit. Throw them
See,
in.
if that's the case, I want to see Anaheim and Buffalo,
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
That'd be so sick.
or Dallas and Buffalo.
For the fun of it, similar to what Mike says, I want to go no experience to the most experience.
Right.
So I want to go Buffalo Pitt. I would love to see that as a
Conference
duo.
final, Buffalo Pitt.
That'd be sick. Young guns versus old men. I like Colorado. I like Dallas, but I really like Colorado, so they're gonna make it too. I'm with you on that side. And I just you gotta think Connor McDavid's good enough to get all the way to the finals. I know what you're saying, and you definitely
You're not wrong.
You definitely took me away from thinking that
I could
completely.
be so far off.
But I'm going.
Funny.
I know because that's the beauty of predictions. We've been right. And
that's how good
We've been
McDavid
right
is.
0% of the time. I think I took the Ravens to go to the Super Bowl last year. It was just garbage. So yeah, I'm gonna go Colorado versus Edmonton. I think it'd be funny if it was Edmonton versus the Sabres and the Sabres win, though. I like to see pain in a crazy way.
McDavid can't even beat the Sabres.
Yes, I think the Sabres
man.
go. They got the young team. They don't even know what they're doing until they do it.
See, the thing that scares me about Edmonton is Connor Ingram and Tristan Yari. What?
Yeah?
Who? Like they're
I
not.
know, but dude,
they're
there's
not
something-
guys that can get you.
I know it's different than other sports, and I don't
Lifting
watch
that
enough
38
hockey, but
pounds
it's
of glory.
just like, they do their shifts, and there's a lot of other guys on the team, but it's just the best player in the goddamn league. Like,
If they could get Draisaitl back like in the third round, that's a
and
different
half
story.
the time, it's like the difference is 1 or 2 goals.
Yeah,
So
tight,
if he-
tight
if-
checking,
If he
It's
can
very
put,
tight
if he
game.
can put one in at the time where it matters, then
yeah.
you get it. So
Well, I'm with
Is
you.
there a path for Draisaitl to play in the first round?
Nah, I don't believe so in the first round. They were hoping, but last I checked,
stem cells.
yeah, he's in Germany getting something done.
No, no kidding. I mean, that's what they
Going
need
to
to
the
legalize
motherland.
it here.
Luka Doncic,
But,
he's doing it too.
Corporate drugs. What are you gonna do?
You're a superstar athlete.
What are you
I'd be
gonna do?
doing it.
Fair enough.
You're not he's paying for it anyways.
Let's talk about golf.
Do we actually have to?
Let's talk about golf. I love golf.
Okay.
Vince, you're a big golf guy.
And that's to both of us.
Yes.
That's
Big
to
golf
both of
guys.
us.
Could be talking to either of us right here.
Yes.
They get so pissed off when I say Vince at the same time because they don't know who I'm talking
Well, it's
to. and
because
I find
it-
it,
know who we're talking
Yeah.
I find it comical.
And it rarely happens. How often do you even have like one Vince friend, let alone two, let alone
I'm
in
a
the
lucky
same
guy.
room?
I'm a lucky guy.
You
So
are
the
a lucky guy. You
Masters
should have
have.
you sit in the middle for a Vince saying weech.
I could have been a big part of that meet. All right. So Chenzo, big golf guy.
Scott, the
Vinny,
beach.
big golf guy. We're going to talk a little Masters. Happened over the weekend. Hell of a round.
Yeah.
So Justin Rose, is he cursed?
He is cursed.
Is he cursed?
He is cursed, dude.
Is he cursed? He was so
fucking.
close.
He's so goddamn. He's always cursed, dude.
But he's good for a top 5 finish.
Well, which I'm sure he's gonna laugh all the way.
Ching.
He's gonna laugh all the way to the bank with that.
Yeah.
But also, at some point, you got to be like, calm the fuck on.
Yeah, but
What's that? 5 now, or is that 4 or 5?
But like you said, what did you? It's hard to be angry when you're right there.
Right, every single time. But
Like, dude, it's just one
Connor
shot
McDavid's not making $2.5 million for going to the fucking.
for 4 days.
He's walking away like, this is great. Thank you for that. But also, if you do that over and over and over again, and then Rory wins his 1, and then he wins 2, and this is 4 or 5 top 5 finishes that he's had in his career.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be like, he's 42, I think.
I mean, I'm throwing a freaking toaster in the tub.
At some point.
No, I'm just kidding.
But hey, you don't even have to take out life insurance because your family's got fucking $15 million in the bank waiting for it.
It's I would be ripping my hair out, but
Yeah.
that jacket is
It's illustrious and hard to get.
It's rather desirable.
Yes.
But-
jacket.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
The jacket.
It's the jacket.
Yeah. I thought he was going to maybe do it this year. He was looking good after the second round as well. Even with Rory doing what he did, like I was just like, still he's right there. And
Yeah.
Rory's always capable of an absolute collapse. as we
My
saw.
take on that is if he was doing it last year and he was in this situation, which he was, I guess. So if he was doing it 2 years ago, he probably wouldn't have won it. But this year, he's like, I already fucking won one. Yeah. Pressure's off. Monkey's off my back.
Yeah, he's just going out there playing loose.
He's going to play in like amazing first 2 days, as he generally does. Goes into Saturday, kind of lays an egg a little bit, and you're like, oh shit, all right, that was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, at least he made it interesting.
But and you also didn't think it was going to be Scheffler.
No, he was
Because
literally second
he
place.
sucked in the beginning.
The second round was not good.
No, and also playing
Not
Augusta.
good.
Playing Augusta
All he had to do was
is
shoot even, and he would have won.
yeah, 100%. Well, that's playing Augusta is iron games, and Scheffler's had his worst.
Knowing the greens, yeah.
He's had his right, yeah, naturally for sure. But they say whatever you're going to win the tournament, it's going to be iron games.
Yeah.
Scheffler's irons have been the worst of his career this year. So you're like, all right, he's not going to play great this year. Not playing great for Scotty Scheffler's top 10. Like
Yeah.
it's not like he's
Turns
it's not
out
like he's
that's
going to be
still really good.
yeah, he's still going to be awesome. But the way I saw it was just like, all right, he's coming in with vengeance. And I was like, the last thing Rory McIlroy wants is to go into a playoff again.
Oh yeah,
Like,
that's
fuck
what
that.
I was living for that day.
I was hoping it would happen.
Sitting there at the bar.
And then you're sitting there the last...
Give me a reason to order another beer, Rory.
Well, right. And then you're sitting there in the last, 3 holes there, and you're like, he's 2 up. He's got to...
I wanted Cameron Young to do it so bad.
Me too. And he was playing well too. It's just
Yeah.
like, he's
He
he's
shit
got
the
a
bed.
double bug if he's gonna go to a playoff now.
That front 9 killed him.
And
Those 3
I don't know
birdies.
if you saw this stat, but obviously Rory's got a stick on him. He's got to hit it far. But I think there was 93 people that were in the collective.
Couldn't hit a
group of all
fairway
of
to
them.
save his life.
He was 92nd for
But-
fairway accuracy,
Getting back to what you said.
and
it's
he
all about the irons.
still won.
It's all about them irons.
I guess it isn't. Well, I guess his iron game was so good and his short game was so good that it didn't matter.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yep. That's a perfect example of why you got to be well rounded, and also just have that mental fortitude and like stick with it. And dude, first off, if you're not already thinking, next hole, you should be thinking next shot.
Yeah.
And that's what those guys are doing.
So there was a lot of controversy about Rory's practicing regimen. I don't know if any two of you saw this. So there was
only playing there for 2 weeks.
there was a lot of heat that he was flying back and forth using his PJ from Jupiter, Florida to Augusta National. Right.
Oh, you wish you were me. Oh.
I think Rory's net worth is upwards of 250 schmil.
Schmel, yeah.
Okay.
Probably more now.
Yeah, and more now. So
from Nike.
he's
Yeah.
he
cares after that point?
Said in an interview he would drop his daughter off at school, fly to Augusta, play around, practice through, fly home, have dinner with his family.
What's wrong with that?
And people are losing their fucking minds over this. So this man went and practiced. Mind you, if you're invited to the Masters, you can start practicing at the facility as long as you're accompanied by a
As soon as they
member.
send you the invite, yeah.
Correct. As soon as you get the invite. So everybody had this chance to do it.
Yep.
They all make a fuck ton of money. I'd like
They
to
can all
point
afford
that
it.
out.
Yeah, they can all afford a PJ.
Correct. Now, minus, I guess you could say the amateur guys. A lot of those guys are self-funded and they've worked their way to get there, and respect.
But we're not talking about that.
But we're not talking about that. We're talking about the best golfer in the world today. That's right. So a lot of confusion on that. But Rory did get himself out of a lot of bad drives, to Vince's point, where he was in the
Scrambling.
rough, punching out, doing all this stuff. Scheffler, on the other hand, punched out of a situation in between 2 oak trees, caught a leaf, ruined the fucking lie of the ball.
Yeah.
And
that was
this is
pretty
how
brutal.
fickle this game is.
Yeah.
Dude,
Golf
also-
is a fickle bitch, that's for sure.
I think Justin Rose practiced at Augusta like 30 times or 20 times too. Like everybody's
thing.
fucking doing it. It's just Rory McIlroy just did a statement where he's like, I go when I play and I take the jet back and I'm there for dinner with my family. And everybody's like, oh my God, he's so conceited. It's like he's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. He's not like you. And also, you can't expect him to be like a good. He might be a good guy, but you can't expect him to not be a rich guy.
Trying to save the earth? Fuck that shit.
He's good. Taylor Swift ain't. Why would Rory McIlroy, dude?
Not gonna be around that long, anyways.
Well, that's what I'm saying too. You got to find somewhere to spend it. And if you don't have $1 billion, you can't buy a sports team, so you might as well take a
And it's
PJ
for
to
like
fucking
what?
Augusta.
For 1 month?
Right. But also, like, where else would you want to play golf?
Well, for him or for me?
You.
Me? I mean, it'd probably be pretty cool to play in Scotland where it all started
Yep.
and stuff like that. But
Right.
he's probably played there. Otherwise,
I'm sure he's from Northern Ireland, dude. I'm sure he has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like the usual suspects: Pebble, Torrey Pines,
Yep.
all that shit.
Whistling Straits.
Whistling
Straits,
Straits, but-
you play Augusta.
But Augusta's number one,
Right.
Like that's
Because
where
you
I would
can't
wanna play.
do it. And he can do it whenever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
And also, he couldn't win it until last year. And then he did. And that's my whole thing. It's like we talked about it in hockey. You take the pressure, you've done it already, I can do it again.
Yeah.
It's not I gotta figure out how to do something new. It's I gotta figure out something that I can repeat again. It's a whole different fucking scenario, and it's a one-person game.
It is. It's you against the course. If you can't beat the course, you can't beat anybody else you're playing against. You know?
Yep. 100%. And he couldn't beat the course for fucking 20 years.
He figured it out though.
Congratulations.
That last 9, he figured it out though.
Yeah, I know. I was
Back-to-back Masters is pretty badass.
rooting for fucking Max Homa a lot. I was rooting for
Home has been close.
I was rooting for Xander Schauffele a lot. I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
In some new blood, but it's also cool to see a repeat.
Yeah, it's cool because it's Rory, and he, it took him so long to do it. I'll give you that.
Well, it's four guys ever?
Yeah, him,
Jack,
Nicklaus,
Tiger.
yeah, Tiger, Nicholas, and I forget the other one.
Who's I know he's like the dude that was the monster in like the 80s and the 90s. Oh, yeah, we have that.
Turns out we can Google it.
Masters repeat winners.
Back to back. No, wasn't it on like Fred Couples or something?
No, but he has a pretty
Nick
swing.
Faldo. I knew it
Nick
started- I knew it was half in there
Faldo.
somewhere,
Oh,
dude.
sorry, excuse me. Sir Nick Faldo.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sure.
yeah.
He owns
pardon,
land.
Pardon me. Everybody pardon me.
Didn't he die?
Oh,
I don't think so.
Who was the guy? I forget the guy with the high socks who died.
He seems
Kane
to be
Stewart.
alive.
That was like 20 years ago, bud.
Kane Stewart.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, a long time. More than 20 years ago.
Yeah, Sir Nick Faldo is 68 and thriving.
Bless.
But yeah, that was a cool tournament, and it is golf Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
if you're
I
gonna
took
watch
off of work, and some of the people were like, "Why do you need Sunday off?" I was like, "Masters,
yeah,
Golf.
golf.
we're watching golf. I'm gonna drink some coffee and watch some goddamn golf.
Or other
dude.
things.
Oh yeah, no, I drank coffee in the morning, and then later on, I had a nice little beer, couple 2-3 beers. How
There
you
you
doing? But good ass time, fun ass time. The Masters is done once again. Bet on Xander Schauffele next year.
Yeah,
That's
he's
where
not
I'm
gonna
at.
three-peat, that's for sure.
No way, you can't. And if he does, that would be insane. It's like massive monkey off his back. Massive.
Chenso, thank you for being on the pod,
for
brother.
having me, fellas.
This has been
Appreciate you.
such a long time
Love you
coming.
guys.
Love you too, brother. This is the best. We're gonna need to make a maybe
I was gonna say
episode number 2.
we're gonna get into NHL season here, like
There you
NHL
go.
playoff season here, and we're gonna get close to the Stanley Cup, and we're gonna have to do.
Yeah, I could pop in after every
we're gonna
round
have
or
to do the
something.
interview portion of today's episode and get you on it again.
I love it.
That's gonna be the move.
I
You're
can
the
do
man. All right,
Sounds good.
rock on.
All right.
The NFL.
Yeah,
We are back
is king.
with pre-draft talk. Want to thank Vinny Cannata for joining us for the hockey talk.
The prettier Vince, as we call him.
Yes, as you could see how in tune I am with hockey, I just sit there like a deer in headlights just with these names that have no vowels.
I think the Tampa Bay Rays. No. I think the Toronto Maple Leafs are going to win the Stanley Cup this year.
Not even in it. Not even in it.
Blackhawks are pretty good, man.
I mean, the Blackhawks could do it this year. I really believe it. It's
we're
like,
not
shut
smart.
up, Mike.
We're not smart, but we're handsome.
I mean, at least Vince knows. Big Vince knows more than me. So there we go.
It's all right.
So thanks
We're
for
rocking.
carrying me, boys.
we're rocking.
NFL talk, on the other hand, is the forte of the Taxi Squad podcast. It's what we live and die by. The draft is in a week, and we have some pre-draft talk. We've been kicking the can down the road.
Yeah, what
long
is the
enough.
draft on Thursday?
The draft, I believe, is on the 23rd. So whatever day that falls on.
Who here can count? I can't see that at all.
I believe the 23rd is the Thursday, Vince. So it is next Thursday.
23rd is the
evening.
Thursday. So when this comes out, it will be draft day.
Draft day next week. Johnny Manziel,
So
a.k.a. the Tax Squad
Tonight we'll give
Podcast.
you your mock draft, and
Well,
then
mock.
and the next week we'll adjust our mock draft.
So next week we'll talk about the mocks, the potential trades that happened during the mocks. Now let's talk about the mock.
Yes.
This is the Taxi Squad first top 10 mock draft, and then of course we'll sprinkle in our predictions for the Bears.
Before we do, there's a couple news headlines right now, Mike,
Ooh,
that people
the
are
news.
chatting about. The news. Let's
by
talk
Gins
about.
Flaviano.
Let's talk about news by Gins Flaviano and Peichel.
I am Peichel.
Number one, the GM of the Raiders said there are a lot of people interested in number one. Why would he even say that?
Because this is what every franchise does when you have a number one draft pick.
You
of
leverage
course they're
it?
interested. Yeah, that's
For
what the Bears
what?
did for a long time when they had
I
the
know,
number
but
one
they
draft
knew
pick.
they weren't going to take Bryce Young, so
They know they're taking Fernando Mendoza.
right. So what's the point of leveraging
It's
it?
just to see what you can get to say, like, okay, if Kirk Cousins Part 2 could get us a haul, ring the bell.
What do they expect? 4 first rounders
If you could get 2 or 3 or leverage it.
3?
3?
for Mendoza
3 first
in
round
this
picks?
economy?
$31?
This guy's insane.
$91.
$93 million.
Come on, $93 million.
I swear to God. This
So
guy.
to the point, if you could leverage that first round pick for potential future picks, why wouldn't you? They all do
I know, but
this.
the thing is they're not going to trade it.
Of course not. They're going to take the cheese
So
ball known
what's-
as Fernando Mendoza.
What's the fun?
and then
What's
group him with the older cheese
reason?
ball, Kirk Cousins.
Just say, hey, we're going to draft Fernando Mendoza, and that's that, and let's move on. Because that's what they're going to do. So I saw that story, and I'm like, this is a non-starter, and this is stupid as hell, and I'm done with it.
Happy we talked about it.
The next one, Dexter Lawrence.
Don't touch that. Don't touch that.
Continues. The Schefters and the Rappaports of the world have announced that that will happen before the draft happens.
Or this is posturing to get the correct deal done.
Feels like it,
The player wants the money.
but you need to do it before the draft.
John Harbaugh, this man fits in his system like a glove.
I
He
know.
would be silly to try and trade him. Just pay the man his money.
But yeah, but I guess it could be posturing, but I mean, if anything's going to happen, it's going to happen in the next week. Because if they're going to trade him, they'd be stupid to not do it before the draft because it gives them the opportunity to do so.
We talked about it 2 weeks ago.
What's the asking price for this guy?
second rounder? High-end second
High-end
rounder?
second rounder. If you can
Okay.
do it. If you can do it and
If
sign
you
him.
could take a Cade McDonald in the high end of the second round, if you're the Giants,
Yeah.
and basically just kind of get like the Temu
He's definitely as good as
version.
Dexter Lawrence.
No,
yeah,
if you get
right.
the Temu version
Yeah,
of
right.
Dexter Lawrence to plug and play.
Dexter Lawrence is Ashley
then
Furniture. and-
maybe,
and he's Timu. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So maybe it's a situation you put yourself there. Now, I do think Cade McDonald does have a lot of talent.
Me too.
It's just right.
Dude, it's
And
funny.
Ohio
You talk
State-
about mock drafts and you immediately turn into Mel Kiper.
Ta, ta, ta,
I think he has a lot of talent.
I think he has a lot of potential talent here. A great frame, moves high off the ball.
One,
has
two,
a little
three.
potential here, a large potential of potential off the field issues. We'll see how he
We'll
does.
see how I got. Sorry, didn't mean to steamroll
I grew
that,
up
but
loving Mel Kiper.
me too. He was just in our ears for a long time. He's the OG. Do you think he gets traded or no?
No,
Okay,
I think it's all. If you're John Harbaugh, that's a dumb fucking move.
I agree. More or less
Dumb
likely
move.
than the next guy because Myles Garrett
Just
says a
pay
trade.
that man his money.
I agree.
And he'll stay there, and before you know it, you're
And
good.
if Abdul Carter becomes what he was supposed to be, that's a hell
If
of a
Abdul
line.
Carter becomes what he's supposed to be, is Kayvon
Kayvon
Thibodeau
Thibodeau.
comes back after a shitty year.
Yep.
You know, there's a lot of things here that Brian Burns is on that defense
Yeah.
as well. So there's a lot of guys on this team where if you have a glass eater in the middle in this system that Harbaugh is going to run,
Stop the run.
come on.
Stop the run.
Not only that, you maybe have the best safety sitting there for you at 5 to potentially go
You
up
think
and
they
get.
take Caleb Downs at 5?
I think Caleb Downs is maybe the best safety prospect in over a decade. And yeah, I think you got to take him at 5 because he could, with with Delpit at strong safety.
Don't you draft an offensive lineman to protect your guys?
This year's offensive line potential is not of past years. There's no.
I know, but
guy.
still, like that's the reason they pick it in top 10 because you want to get the best guy.
I understand, and in my opinion, it makes the most sense to take that stud safety out of Ohio State.
Okay, I don't think he goes 5. But
All
before
right,
we do. Another trade that doesn't feel like it's going to happen, but he wants it to happen, is Myles Garrett. He said trade is looming. He said the conversations are happening. He's trying to push it through. What's the asking price for Myles Garrett? 2 firsts? If Crosby got 2 firsts, Myles Garrett's better than Crosby.
What was Khalil Mack? 2 firsts, a third, and a 6?
Yeah, so you got to do the same thing for that guy.
It's a Khalil Mack base. So
but Myles Garrett's better than Khalil Mack.
Yes, so maybe it is 2 threes or 3 threes.
That's no one's giving a 3.
Get a 2-2
no one's
on a hard 4.
No one's giving 3 first rounders for anybody really, except for like Tom Brady in his prime. Like there's
or Myles Garrett at his prime.
I don't know.
Myles Garrett can single-handed wreck a game. So
3 firsts
on
is
the
like
right
asking
team,
for $9 million for a car. Like it's not possible.
Myles Garrett pissed and moaned that he wanted to trade 2 years ago, and now he's trying to come back to the table.
What, does he want to get paid again? He's already paid.
I know, but it was all about getting paid. Either pay me or trade
So
me.
what's the reason now? He wants to win? He's like, all right, I already got paid. Now I want to win.
I already got paid. Now
Okay.
just trade me. Now I'm cost control.
Yeah, I was going to say you made yourself too expensive to get traded. But
So, yeah, you made your bed. Now you got to sleep in it.
so no trades happen
No
of
trades
these
are
2
happening.
guys.
I,
Okay.
I think it's all posturing. If one does, let's put it this way, I will be quite excited because big trades in the NFL rarely happen.
I agree.
So it would be the most exciting
They don't not happen,
draft
but they
day
also don't
trade
happen. Yeah.
if Myles Garrett gets traded on draft day, hypothetically.
Yep.
That would be.
What do you mean, the movie with Arian Foster and Kevin Costner?
Oh, or Kevin Costner. Yeah, just shitty drafting. Just
Yep.
watch what I do here. It's
Yeah.
like you're the GM of the Browns. They still suck.
Yep.
So
One of these days, unless they trade away their best defensive end. All right, let's get
Yes.
into the mock.
let's mock it up.
Let's make it easy. Let's talk number 1. The Las Vegas Raiders have the position. They're probably not going to trade it. Fernando Mendoza.
Fernando Mendoza all
No
the way.
question. Will he be good? That's not the question.
Well, he's got Kirk Cousins. Their plan is to sit him for a year, let him be a little sponge in that offense.
That's a strong. What I will say about Fernando is he's a strong motherfucker. Those are some big old arms.
Well, okay, minus that, he claims himself to be this business school guy. Only thing is LinkedIn.
He posts on LinkedIn.
Yeah, you have a Kubiak at the helm now. Offense is West Coast complex. He will fit well in that offense.
Decent
a la Kirk
line
Cousins.
now.
You have to add far more to that.
Linderbaum,
Yeah,
but
so
you fill it in more.
Linderbaum at center does help, but you need anchors on that offensive line.
You need receivers.
Well, okay, you also need a left tackle and a right tackle. So
Yeah.
I digress. I do believe they're going to go with a quarterback and let him sit. If they're terrible, you could probably see him being in the game probably by weeks 7 or 8.
7 or 8, yeah.
Yeah, that's-
you don't get the first overall pick by being good. So they're a bad team and they got a lot to fix.
Correct. Okay.
Speaking of not being good and have a lot to fix, number 2.
The Jets.
The Jets.
Okay.
What do you think, Mike? What do you think?
They have so many gaps. It's pretty stupid. I feel like you need to shore up your defense, and considering you've had an interception not at all last year, was it not an interception? I saw a stat. Rory McIlroy has now won 2 Masters since the last
Yep.
time the Jets have
Have
logged an
intercepted.
interception. So I think you got to go a couple different ways.
You
in
take
it.
secondary 2 overall?
No.
Okay, thank God.
No, I think you take Arvell Reese out of
I'm
Ohio
scaled.
State edge
Yeah.
rusher. That's your pick right there.
Yeah, he's a monster.
That's your pick right there. I think Arvell Reese is a dog. I don't know if Ruben Bain could be in that discussion because he's got this issue right now. That's
And they weren't
potentially
even.
looming.
He wasn't even projected number 2. Like he'd be 4, 5, 6, something like that.
Or maybe that 10 to 20 range. But in my eyes, I think Arvell Reese has the potential to
Yeah.
be a dog. That's who you draft.
I will
He's gonna
say
be
this.
a stand-up linebacker in an Aaron Glenn system that would lean towards that, like an Aiden Hutchinson. Or,
If he doesn't go 2, he's going 3.
yeah?
Essentially. That's what it feels like.
Okay.
I also don't think that I think Kuiper has it too, and I think Thomas Shea has it too, that the Jets are going to take Carnell Tain.
If you take a wide receiver from Ohio State after you did this experiment 5 years ago,
And he's good.
he is good, but you don't have an offensive line.
You need more. So what? It's Arvell Reese or it's Caden Proctor or it's Spencer Fano?
Or maybe the Jets trade this pick and get the, in quote, haul, and you take offensive linemen and get a secondary and all those things. You would be
There's
wise
too many
to do
holes.
so.
Too many
'cause
holes.
There's no Justin Fields. At this stage of the game, you don't have a quarterback.
What do you mean? Geno Smith is good.
Geno Smith is so good. So, in my eyes, you should trade the pick, but if we're just talking the draft order as the draft order, Arvell Reese is the pick.
I agree with you. I'm with you. All right, number 3, you go to Arizona.
You got a lot of gaps. I don't even know who's starting for them this year. You have an entire team to rebuild. Mm-hmm. And I think you need to look at offensive line.
It's going to be Brissett, by the way. I think they already said it.
Going to be Brissett?
Yeah.
Well, you need to protect your investment then.
Jacoby.
I think you look at Spencer Fano, Utah.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a reach here.
Over
really.
Caden Proctor.
I think there's going to be a reach here early for offensive tackle protection, okay? And you have to build the team from the line out.
Yeah.
So offense being the number one of every NFL team in this world, you need to protect a quarterback because at this stage of the game, you really don't have anybody that's off the wall good on your offensive line. Spencer Fano's a day one starter at right tackle.
Yep.
So you shore up one part of the line and you try and build those needs. Another pick that I think could be traded.
I agree with all of that, and I also think they're also going to take an OT, but it's probably Caden Proctor.
You think Proctor goes that early?
He's just bigger.
Okay.
And he played for Alabama, and he feels like a more sure bet. Is he going to be better? Who knows?
Do you know Caden Proctor at one point during the past season weighed 400 pounds?
Oh yeah, he's a huge motherfucker, but like also
6'7", 400 pounds. Now it's down to 356.
Mm-hmm.
So is that guy going to be as strong as he was at 400 pounds? Is he going to move like he did?
He
at
might
400
be.
Pounds?
He might be.
You hope
maybe
he moves
maybe he was
better.
just a fatty. Take it.
Could have been
takes
a chubby,
one to know one. Takes
could
one
have
to
been
know
a little tube.
But
I'm
also-
just saying, beast.
Also, just going by Arizona Cardinal standards, are they the best drafters in the world?
No, they're not. But
Yeah.
hey, now they got a brother who played at Elmhurst College, right? Come on.
There you go. Could be. I don't know. Bring Josh Rosen back.
Yeah. Win
They
some
wish they
Super
had him.
Bowls.
All right, let's go number 4, Tennessee Titans.
All the predictions say Jeremiah Love.
They're taking
I
him.
think you'd be dumb not to take
They're
him.
taking them. We talked about this before, and I know you are under the, hey, you can get a halfback
Get a
anywhere.
Very good running back in the middle.
But
rounds.
again, I will double, triple, quadruple down that the running back class is not as good as it's been in the past.
Double down.
And Jeremiah Love is the best running back coming out since Bijan, probably.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to argue against that.
True.
So they need a running back. He's a very good running back. They're in a position to take him. Top 5 for him. He's so good. But top 5 for running back's insane. But I think that's something that Tennessee would do. So, yeah. He's so good. He's so fun to watch. I'm going to be mad that
Dayball with his guy. He wants all the tools to make it right. You bring in Robert Saleh to kind of run the defense.
it's just, dude.
In a different world, I could see this also being like a Reuben Bain. I could also see this being an Arvell
Sure.
Reese, depending if he drops down the board, because Robert Saleh is leading the charge on defense. So
this
maybe
is an
where they go.
opportunity. It's an opportunity, and it's for a guy that is going. He's going to be put in, and he's going to be the second or third fastest running back in the league right off the bat.
Sure.
If you can block for him, which Tennessee has a better offensive line than people give him credit for. They're not great, but they're not horrible. And it gives him another weapon to throw to because Tennessee's weapons last year were bad.
Well, it's more so the consistency in between the tackles and guards.
Well, and also
running the ball.
give Cam Ward an opportunity to have a guy that can make a play out of the backfield that you don't have to be the main focus.
It also protects your quarterback as well to have the ability to hand the ball off and
catch the ball, because he caught the ball a lot too last year, and
He's arguably the best running back talent in the past decade.
I agree, but Bijan was a hell of. Also last year.
But what has Bijan done in the league?
I know. Well, that's my
Other
whole
than
thing
just be a
too. Is
fantasy
are they gonna
monster.
fucking mess him up too and do
Which
an Ashton? Are they
leads-
gonna Ashton Genty him? Like that's the problem too.
Which
But
leads me to the next point. Do you look defense here? Because Jeremiah Love, a talent like him, a guy could come in and do a similar or play a similar role in your offense that you really like, that you can draft in the second, third, fourth round.
I think he
possibilities
is,
there.
and I know I'm biased, but I think he's that much better, to be honest.
I
But
don't think there's a world that this doesn't happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if defense could be a top
Should they
discussion.
know? Will they? Yeah, that's where my head's at.
Sure.
Yes, but I still think he should go
No.
top 15.
No big surprises there.
All right, New York Giants, number 5.
New York Giants. I said it earlier. Give me Caleb Downs. I think Caleb Downs is going to be a New York Giant.
They think Jackson Dart is good. They want him to be good. They're going to protect him to be good. Spencer Fano.
Okay. So interesting.
You're
It makes
going to take tackles early. You're going to take quarterbacks early. You're going to take tackles early.
fair enough.
That's how I feel.
Fair enough. I think that's not a terrible idea. The Giants, once again, I think a lot of it's going to loom on if that Dexter Lawrence trade goes through, but I don't think it happens.
Yeah. All right, number 6, Cleveland Browns.
Oh, well, come on, Cleveland. Cleveland Browns at 6. I'm looking at this board right here, this stage of the game. Yes, you need to protect a quarterback.
What do they
Dylan
not
Gabriel
need?
is still in need,
What are
right?
they not? Dylan Gabriel is 3rd on their depth chart.
Yeah, man.
They're starting
they're saying
Deshaun
he could
Watson, and then
potential start.
Shador is 2nd.
So, this is where I could see everybody talking about a wide receiver happening in the first round.
I'm
I
with ya.
think Carnell Tate could go to the Browns because there is not a weapon minus Jerry Jeudy.
Who's
on that
not a
offense.
weapon anymore.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I think you look at a guy like Proctor, who people want to pump up right now. Go ahead, another Ohio State wide receiver. They're usually pretty good. I think he could go to the Browns here.
You're talking about Carnell Tate, yeah. I agree. It's gonna be him. They don't have any weapons. And Jerry Jeudy was last year. And they do in tight end, but they don't have wide receiver talent.
You need the whole thing.
And you need the whole thing. And Quinshon Judkins is a hell of a running back.
Mm-hmm.
If they think they have a quarterback, like they can't spend another first round on a quarterback after they spent 2 draft picks on a quarterback last year and Deshaun Watson. They're going to put their money into somebody that can catch the ball. They're going to give it to Carnell Tate.
I have a terribly funny feeling there's going to be a lot of trades in the first
It feels
top
like it.
10 picks.
Okay. So this is the argument is the top 5 talents are very good, and then anywhere from like 6 to 25 could
One
go
argue-
anywhere.
One could argue 6 to 60.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It's like
there's
not.
so much just
There's not like a Will Anderson has to go too. Like there's
No.
not like even we disagreed on the second overall pick. Like it could be anybody. It was kind of like the Aiden Hutchinson thing where you're like he's going there. I'm like really, and then he did, and it was a good call. But no one knows what they're gonna do.
Of
so.
course, this is all.
But also, can they trade down? Because does anybody really want that pick if they're not that confident about somebody that's going to be
you
there?
look at somebody like the Bears. I could see the Bears if somebody they really want is there. They could do
For
something
how
stupid
much?
like that, right? But for how
But
much?
also, they can afford them because they're rookies instead
Correct.
of going out there and buying that shit.
So
So,
how does
do
that
they trade
play?
up to 6 and grab Caleb down? Some people would say.
How does that play?
Some people say.
Okay,
Number
so
7,
Proctor.
Washington. No, we're going Tate on that. Not
Okay,
Caden
Carnell
Proctor.
Tate.
Yeah.
There we go. Washington Commanders. This is really interesting.
This is where I have Caleb Downs going, by
Very aging defense.
Yeah.
I personally, if I'm looking at this from from overall, you need an edge rusher, a very old aging defense, but an off-ball linebacker for them wouldn't surprise me. I think of Sonny Styles at linebacker.
He's gonna go somewhere, right?
I think he's in the top 10.
But also, this is the team that you have two opportunities to get defensive players that are going to make a difference, and it's two positions that people don't want to draft top 10 because people don't want to draft safeties and they don't want to draft linebackers top 10.
Okay, but when you
But
could
if
use
you
one,
have to and you can, and Jaden gets back and it changes up the team again and they're going to compete
Sonny
again.
Styles is a freak. He could play anywhere. He's
I agree.
6'5".
I 100% agree. He could
ran
be,
a 4.4.
I was going to say he could be a safety. He
could play anywhere.
He
on
could
the field.
he could Oppo Urlacher and turn into Kyle Hamilton. Like he could do that. Yeah.
So these are the guys that are these jokers that could play anywhere on the field, anywhere on the defense.
Yep.
Dan Quinn defense. I mean, and now that the Texas man himself is gone, you no longer have Cliff Kingsbury at the helm at offense. I don't think this is an offensive pick. Some of these
It's not they're too
analysts
old,
are
dude.
just-
They had fucking Von Miller last year. They're too old.
Right, and Vaughn is they're too old on defense as a whole. So
Yep.
I feel like if you could put a centerpiece of a defense in, off-ball linebacker, you can build around that the rest of the draft, and you can address wide receiver or running
Yep.
back or whatever it was in a completely other realm.
They still got Terry Mack. Yeah, I'm on the same mindset, but I still have Caleb Downs available, and I'm taking him at 7 here.
Okay, fair enough.
That's just the move.
Off-ball either way,
Yep.
defensive talent.
All right, New Orleans Saints, number 8.
New Orleans Saints. See, this is where I think Jeremiah Love could ultimately wind up.
But you took him already.
I know. So that's where this is.
The Saints have never had issues selecting running backs, right? They didn't take Ricky Williams or Reggie Bush.
Right. I feel like a offensive line talent or defensive edge rusher could work. So out of the multiple defensive talents that are coming out, I mean, you could look at Reuben Bain.
I was gonna say,
you could look at David Bailey. You could look at the boys coming out of Clemson. There's so much talent on the board that a defense either trade out of the pick, go need. I'm either going to say it's going to be David Bailey or Reuben Bain. Pick one.
Do you know what Reuben Bain's nickname is?
No.
Reuben Hurricane Bain.
Okay. Perfect. It would be perfect.
He's going to New Orleans.
All right, there we go. I love it.
He's going to New Orleans.
I love it. Then
That's
yes,
happening.
there you go. Vince
Yep.
sold me on that. Give
Done.
me Reuben Bain at 8.
Yep. Number 9, Kansas City Chiefs.
Vince, you had the first Chiefs jersey I've ever seen.
Jamal Charles, baby.
Well, no, it was Priest Holmes.
Or Priest Holmes, excuse me. Jesus Christ. My
I-
brain's broken.
I see Mekhi Lemon going 9.
I know. They're
I see Mekhi Lemon going early. I think Mekhi Lemon's one of the best wide receivers in the draft. I think he fits the system like perfectly that
Yeah.
Andy Reid runs. And if you have a burner, okay, like the guy who what's his name? He ran in the fastest 40 ever.
Oh God, he was Cincinnati. John Ross.
No,
Oh.
the other guy on the Chiefs.
The one that's in legal trouble right now.
Rice.
Yeah, Rashee Rice. Thank you.
Rasheed Rice.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so Rasheed Rice, you could opposite that with a guy like Mekhi Lemon, who's
if he's playing next year,
I think Mekhi Lemon is I watched a lot of him at USC. I think he's an incredible route runner. Guy's an absolute dog.
Yep.
He may have some off the field personality traits that not a lot of people love.
well, I
which
mean
could make
Tyreek
him-
Hill. So
Sure. Yeah.
if anybody can fix that, it's
Tyreek
Andy
Hill,
Reid.
most notably
yeah.
when he retires, wants to be a porn star. Don't forget
Tyreek
that.
Hill wants to be a bear.
Mekhi Lemon, Kansas City Chiefs.
I agree with you. Everybody's talking about Mahomes. There needs to be a new Mahomie. They're gonna draft high. If Jeremiah Love is available, they're not gonna take him because of Kenneth Walker. So they're gonna have to take tight end. They're gonna have to take wide receiver. I think that's true. I think they're gonna take the best wide receiver available. If Cardinal Tate's still there, they might take him. Kylan, they might take him, and then Casey Concepcion, they might take him as well. But I'll take Mekhi Lemon here with you.
Ooh,
All right.
lemons.
Last pick, top 10, Cincinnati Bengals.
So you need Defense.
And they won't pay it, so
And
you
they're
got to
not gonna
draft
pay for
it.
So you got to draft for it. Give me David Bailey out of Texas Tech at 10. So I think you get a lot of defense in the first 10 picks, as you could tell.
I agree. The only difference I would have there is they're going to take defense. They might take Sonny Styles. They might take who's the guy out of Clemson?
Scroll the board.
Avion Terrell.
Okay.
They might take a corner too. I mean, they need a lot. They need a lot of help on defense, and they won't pay it. So, if they're not taking an edge rusher because they lost Trey Hendrickson, they're going to take either a linebacker or they're going to take a cornerback. But
You didn't have Sonny Styles going in your top 10.
unless he goes here, that's what I was saying. So it's like, do they want to take a linebacker that early? But they need edge, they need coverage, they need linebackers. You keep moving on. So, and then, like, anything could happen after this, and Sonny Styles to the fucking Cowboys. Caleb Downs goes to 16 to the Jets. Like, all of these things can happen. And then you get down to the fickle little Bears at 25, Mike. And
a lot of predictions.
I love that this is the first year that we can look at the Bears and say, hey, they're drafting in the bottom half of the first round.
We don't know what this pain's like, but it's not really a pain.
It's not a pain. It's a beauty, honestly, because it's like, it sucks because we can't get the great players, but we've gotten a lot of opportunities to get great players, and we fucked it up most of the time. Like this one right now on NFL.com has the Bears taking Caden Proctor. I don't think he's available at this time. There might be...
DNs.
So to your point, they got to take an edge rusher, or they have to take a safety, or they have to take somebody on defense, a linebacker maybe, or they trade out and then they get a bunch of second-round picks. My preference is they trade the pick and they get a couple seconds, or they get a second and a third, and they can fill their defense that way because there's a lot of holes
You
they got to
can't
fix.
find a dancing partner. What do you... You're at the helm. You got to make the phone call. Who you calling?
So that's what I'm going to do. Who are we calling? Who's the player that we're going to take? I mean, I really like Tiedemann, dude. I like him a lot. I think he was I think he was a hell of a safety at Oregon. And I think he's available at 25. I don't think the difference, and I said this before, and you laughed at me, you looked at me, and you're like, fuck you. I don't think there's a huge difference between Caleb Downs and him. And I know that team had a lot of other guys, but he's a hell of a player, and I think in 3-4 years you're going to be like, wow, he's a hell of a safety. Who would have thought? Harrison Smith type beat.
So you think he's Harrison Smith?
No, I'm just saying he could surprise people like Harrison Smith did.
I'm going to go full-blown first take. So you're saying he's Harrison Smith?
I would
You're
never.
already saying that? How dare you?
That's why I can't. That's why I can't go on that show because I don't like when people yell at me.
How dare you compare
Never.
a Harrison Smith, a generational Hall of Famer,
All right,
to
Stephen.
a Dylan Thieneman?
Stephen A. Stamps.
Dylan
over here.
Thieneman out of Oregon,
Michael.
playing Oregon State Beavers on a random Thursday night.
Michael A. Smith is not working for me right now.
I don't see Dylan Thieneman as the Harrison Smith, regardless of skin color.
Well, and also Harrison
kin.
Smith's what, a third rounder or fourth rounder? Or whatever
Sure,
it was. Maybe
to the point, you
undrafted.
can draft a safety in those rounds. I think a
That's
safety
the argument
here
about
is,
Caleb Downs falling down the draft board. But if they're that good, then
Sure.
they should go where they need to go.
like everybody's losing their mind over Emmanuel McNeil Warren out of Toledo because the Philadelphia Eagles.
But he also played in the MAC.
Yeah, I get it, but the Eagles took a guy out of Toledo a couple years ago, and he's one of the best corners in the league. So maybe there's a run on this. The frame is out of bounds for Emmanuel McNeil Warren. He's like 6'4", jumps
Right.
off the screen, great ball skills.
Yeah, Mike
all the
Green was
things.
pretty kind of good last year.
Yeah, Mike Green was pretty kind of good to your point.
Pretty
but
kinda good.
defensive end. So
But you wanted him at 10.
No, I wanted him in the second round.
Right, once he
Wanted him
dropped
in
to
the
the 10, past 10.
Yes.
And you're like, we got to get him there. And I'm like, he wasn't that good last year.
well, he was good at Marshall. To your point, so I
Good in the
understand.
Senior Bowl.
Good at the Senior Bowl, which you can fall in love with guys.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Mitch Trubisky. That happened. So when you look at this, if there is a defensive edge rusher that drops to you at 25, let's say you don't find a dancing partner. I know the left tackle argument's always going to be on the board. There's
Parker.
also a lot of centers here. that they claim we should draft in the middle round.
They're not
so-
talking centers. They're talking OTs right now.
Well, sure.
Because of Ozzy
And, you know, Ryan Poles
the
has
human
been seen-
turnstile. and
Ryan Poles has been seen at, Alabama Pro Days and
Proctor,
also
if he's
seen at
available.
ASU Pro Days. So,
If they take Proctor, you pissed.
I'm whatever.
He's a monster. I would
If
not
Proctor
be
is
against that.
there, fine, but you don't know what he's going to be. Does it shore up a position at the offensive line that I do believe you could draft in the middle round, like a third, fourth, or second round?
At OT?
Two second rounders. Roll down this board.
What's the difference
I'm-
between Gabe
I
Jacas and fucking Akeem Messidor?
I think there's a lot potentially. I'm really kind of falling in love with this kid out of Auburn who's 20 years old and has a lot to prove. But then again, the
Kevin
frame
Falk's
is insane.
brother?
Kedrick Falk out of Auburn is 6'6", 276 and an absolute unit. And he's 20 years old.
Let me tell you something about Peter Woods and what I think they might do.
Pitar,
Yeah, I think they like Clemson a lot. I think Clemson's defensive line has been pretty fucking good.
you had Caden Proctor going in the first four
I think he
picks.
should. If they take him, I'm going to be jacked about it. I don't think he's going to be available.
So
at
you're
25.
jacked at Proctor at 25.
No, I don't think they should take an OT.
We're popping
but
champagne.
We're
at
not.
25.
We're not looking. We're
The way
what
we
they're-
pop champagne for Justin Fields.
The reason they say Caden Proctor, which we did, which is a shame.
It's horrible. Wasted the good surprise on you,
That was
Caleb.
the best video we ever posted. Was that? I think if Caden Proctor's available and they draft him, I'm not going to be mad because I know the Aussie thing is up and down. The human turnstile, not very good, dude.
Braxton Jones? No.
Yeah, I like if you can shore up OTs on both ends, you're a good football team.
I understand, but
But
why do you
I
bring
need
in
defense.
Jedrick Wills, who was a former first-round draft pick, and do all these things that
For
you did?
safety.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, our defense sucked last year outside of takeaways. So get me a defender who can play defense. That's what I want. So give me a safety, give me an edge rusher, give me a defensive tackle if you think the guy is that guy. But everybody's saying they're taking an OT. So if we get Caden Proctor at 25, I'm not going to freak out.
Also, don't be surprised if the Bears do something silly and like trade up to 8. Because-
If they do and they pick Caleb Downs, I'm happy.
Sure, I understand that.
But also don't overpay.
Don't overpay, which Poles has a problem doing. I think with Ben in the room, you're going to see a little bit difference here. And a lot of the guys are saying go best player available. In my opinion, the best player available is the Oregon tight end. He's freaking insane.
If they draft a tight end in the first round, I'm going to freak
You're right, but you
out.
can't look at it that way. You can't draft Kenron Zadiq
Yeah.
at 10.
Well, that's what I'm
or
saying.
whatever.
They're
You can't do
they're
that.
too competitive now to be best player available if they don't. Like we have two good tight ends. We have two first, second round tight ends.
There is also some rumor mills floating right now that the Ravens may be interested in trading for Cole Kmet.
Depends on what they give us.
A fourth round pick and a fifth round pick? You pulling it for Cole Kmet?
I do. I like having double tight ends. They did a lot of good work last year. They
Say
both
you
did.
can draft one in the middle rounds that you really like with that fourth round pick.
Then yeah, but
And maybe it's a guy Ben has been like, I like
they
that
can
guy.
make a decision. I'm going to be like, I'm happy with it. I'm not going to freak out at it. I trust him enough now to be like, it's going to be okay.
1 year of just happiness, and we trust him again.
And that's just I've always kind of like up and down. You look at the draft, like Pole's done an okay job.
See this glass? Right now it's empty. A few years ago it was empty. But in a different day, in a different time, being today, it is half full.
Half full. Half full.
That's the theme of the podcast. Half full. We're half full.
You'll get we might adjust our entire mock next week, but
It's totally gonna be
I
adjusted.
can't imagine you're going to listen to this on Thursday morning and be like, "This is your number one mock podcast."
This
And
is your
if it
number one mock
If it
in
is, God bless
podcasting.
you. Thank you, Sir Vincenzo, Vince number one in my heart
Vince
for
part two.
doing the NHL talk today. Thank you,
Vince
Dimitri, for
Douay.
calling in. Shout out Jackie Robinson Day. What a time! What a
Shout
time.
out to our caller, Demetrius. We thank you.
Dimitri.
Dimitri, we thank you.
Demetrius is a different person.
It's always fun. It's always fun. Boys are happy to be back together. Vince, it's always good to see your face.
Let's
Next
rage.
week it won't be the same.
That's right.
As always, we thank you. See you next week. Peace. Gotta get up and
Talking Tales with Mike and Vince. Oh, you know. Jazzy beats while we dispense. Yeah, you know.